So what are we up to?
I just gave the members of the Spina a few days off too, so I don't want to bother them either.
I mean, you two could just go on a date. I mean, sorry, you tainted your sword? Come on now. That's disgusting. You know, use some soap and get in there. You know what I mean? Or if not, see a doctor.
So you're someone who barely smiles and doesn't like sweets. You're really starting to remind me of this one friend of mine.
Yeah, her name's Clorinde. Yeah. Welcome back, Genshin friends. It's your boy Josh, and today, in betwixt the Resinless Behavior Episodes, if you guys have been catching those, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, because they've been so fun to make. Today, we're going to be jumping into the Clorinde story quest. Now, I've heard many good things from you guys from chat. You guys saying that this quest is pretty baller. So I'm very, very excited, and you guys know Clorinde is one of my favorite characters. So much so that I'm actually going to be able to bring on Clorinde's VA. Yes, Crystal Lee. She's coming on to stream Thursday, June 13th. So you guys better be there. I'm very, very excited for that. But let's jump in to the Clorinde story quest. Here we go, baby. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. A silent night. Holy night. I don't know the lyrics to the song. I used to be like, if you guys didn't know, a little Josh lore, I used to go to a Christian elementary school. Yeah. And when we had to recreate, you know, the Christmas story of Jesus' birth, I forgot what character I played. I know. I played the guy, one of the three merchants. You know, the silver, incense, and myrrh. I played one of those three. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't Joseph material. You know? Good thing, because then I'd be Let's just move along. Chat. Judgment Day. Go to the Court of Fontaine. Quartier Lyonnais. Your Twitch material? Exactly. Here we go, gamers. Also, the Knave. Hi, welcome in.
Huh? Do you also see Navia and Clorinde over there?
No, Clorinde's here.
They might have run into some kind of trouble. Let's go check out what's going on.
Okay, I promise that'll be the only dad joke we have today. Just kidding, I can't promise anything.
Still no dice?
Not at all. And I've asked pretty much everyone in the Court of Fontaine already.
Okay.
Lynette's ears drooped as soon as she heard that we'd have to be out and about for days on end. And Fremine, he hid himself under his helmet as soon as he realized there'd be people around that he didn't know.
Sounds like Fremine.
What about Chiori and Charlotte? I feel like both of them would be more than up to it.
I've asked them already, but they're both pretty busy right now.
So what are we up
I just gave
to?
the members of the Spina a few days off too, so I don't want to bother them either.
I mean, you two could just go on a date. I mean, you don't gotta involve a lot of people. You just, you know.
This is getting pretty difficult.
Oh, sorry, this way. Someone take a screenshot of this one.
Navia, Clorinde, what's up?
What's up?
Navia?
Oh, she gave me the eye. You gave me the little wink wink.
Yep, this is our chance.
No, you moved? Did nobody get it?
Do you need our help?
I'll get it from the VOD. Oh, you got it, Juice? Oh, baller, thank you.
Oh, precisely. My dear partners, we've got a huge problem right now that only you can solve.
Oh, perfect. Are you sure? It's like, see, you know, you two seem like you got it all figured out.
Whoa, for real?
Absolutely. We've already exhausted all our other options.
What kind of problem is this?
Paimon, would you join us and play Sjhoea Hunter Judgment Day?
Bro, from this angle, it looks like someone got Navia's nose. Like, will you play Dungeons and Dragons? Final Fantasy 14 Expansion 3?
Sjhoea what now?
It's a new game script by the Tabletop Troupe, a local roleplay adventure club.
Ever heard of the Tabletop Troupe? They put out games that allow you to participate in a story and roleplay characters with your friends. Oh, I've loved their stuff ever since I was a kid.
Okay.
That sounds super interesting.
Clorinde and I are both veteran members of the club. Recently, someone came up with a new script and was looking for people to help playtest it for them.
Okay, so you're veteran members of the club, but up until this point, you kind of hated each other's guts. So how does that work out? You know, I'm thinking too much into it. Anyways.
And when they asked, of course I couldn't refuse. I mean, come on, a brand new script? Nobody has ever played it before.
Sure.
Generally speaking, scripts at that level of development have a lot of issues. But I think this one is pretty solid. The author obviously put a lot of work into the story, and the world building is also quite credible.
Wow, I've never seen Clorinde so invested. Clorinde's always been like, yeah, I just swing my sword and pew things.
Whoa. I know I was the one that handed you the script, but some of us haven't read it yet. No spoilers, please.
No spoilers, chat. I'm looking at you.
Anyway, the script calls for a team of 4. Ah, yes. We're missing one final player right now.
Wait, who's the third player? Wait, it's just you. Wait, we need 4 players. I think the math ain't mathin'.
So, you're saying you'll help us out? I knew I could count on you, partner.
Paimon and the Traveler are kind of a package deal. Is that okay?
You giving away Clorinde? Where's mine? Bro, you already have yours. You already have your C6.
That's not a
C6
problem.
R10.
I'll adjust the pace based on the actual number of players and ensure that everyone has a good time.
Okay.
Well, Traveler, what do you think?
Wait, so Clorinde's is DM?
Paimon will follow your lead.
That's Dungeon Master Q, guys.
Well, that solves our problem. You have our thanks.
Ooh, I'll go grab the script manager from the club right away.
Yippee!
The script manager? Didn't you just say that you gave Clorinde the script?
The club introduced a completely new kind of gameplay for this script.
New gameplay?
In this iteration, the Game Master's version of the script is incomplete.
Oh.
The script manager provides the next part of the script only after players have completed the current list of objectives.
Oh. Okay, so it's like a growing... Okay, cool.
On top of that, in order to increase player immersion, the club has created some of the story's sets and scenes in real life. We'll only know where we should go once the script manager reveals the starting location.
Wait, that's so cool. It's like interactive.
Wow, you're right. Whoever wrote this script really did put in a lot of work.
And
I look forward to experiencing it with you all.
As will I. And one of my biggest kind of, it's not really like a dream or it's kind of like, oh, that'd be really cool if I did it. You guys know one of them that I recently done was casting, right? I got to cast for the Genshin Genius Invocation TCG as like a guest caster, right? Which is kind of fun. It's like one of those dreams that are kind of out of reach. I'd be like, oh yeah, if I got the opportunity to, that'd be cool, right? And another one is playing D&D. I think that'd be super freaking cool. So us getting to play D&D in this quest with Clorinde, pretty freaking sick.
why don't you go meet up with the others first? They should all be waiting at Jshoea Boutique. I'll come over with the script manager as soon as I find them.
Okie dokie.
Sounds good. Remember to always watch where you're going, And don't rush.
Yes, mother. I mean, Clorinde. Excuse me.
You say that like I'm 6 years old or something.
Yeah, it's because you literally run around like you have scissors in your hands.
Let me think. What kind of character should I play this time?
I just hope you'll pick up some useful skills this time.
Stop trying to persuade every animal you come across.
Persuade every animal you come across.
No, chat. Clorinda's a bard. No, Clorinde's a bard. Oh, it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense, chat. Who would you guys be? Because like there's always those like archetypes, right? Oh, do you want to be like the orc? Do you want to be the bard? Do you want to be a mage? Do you want to be an assassin? Do you want to be like a general warrior? Or maybe you could be it's not clerk. What's the class like that's...
A duel is a
It's not priest. It starts with a P, right? I think.
If your heart recoils
and like it has magic, yeah, also does melee. I forgot what the class is called. But that class is really cool. I like that class. As like multiple cleric. There we go, cleric. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I think the cleric class is really, really cool. Alright, where's supposed to go? Also, let me up the audio just like
Paimon coming in.
There we go. Thank you. Jshoea Boutique. Okay, excuse me. I gotta go over here.
Ready.
The fastest in the West. That's right. Oh, Linny.
Sorry.
You're back. Huh? And you've got the Traveler and Paimon with you too.
Hello.
What a pleasant surprise. I assume you'll be joining us for the game then?
Linny, Farina! Paimon didn't know you were playing too. Are you also members of the tabletop troupe?
Wait. Okay, let me do the math right. It's... Navi... Oh, because one of them's a DM. So we need 4 players in the DM. Oh, okay, that's why we were needed. Because it's going to be us, Linny, Navia, and Farina. Oh, okay, cool.
I'm more of a casual member, if anything. I haven't taken part in many formal club activities. Lynette, Fremine, and I play something similar at the Hotel Bouffe Tété sometimes, but I'm usually the GM. Still, I'm sure it'll be fun being a player for the first time.
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I'm not a member of the club at all.
If you're interested, I can give you a referral. That should give you a 40% discount on membership fees.
Damn, you have to pay? Goddamn. Ooh. You know, in this economy, bro.
I think I'll wait to see how this experience plays out first. Especially when it comes to the quality of the script. If it's sufficiently fun, then I'll join.
Do you participate in a lot of tabletop troupe activities, Clorinde?
You could say that.
She's actually one of the few senior game masters.
Right. I knew about that even when she was still my subordinate.
It's nothing. Really, just a small hobby of mine.
Yeah, small hobby. Yep.
Wow. Paimon's so used to seeing you be all upstanding and intimidating as the champion duelist. It's kind of hard to imagine you role-playing with a bunch of friends.
So if we have a problem with any of the rules, do we just submit a duel request?
Surely you jest. I would never intentionally make things difficult for my players. I maintain a clear boundary between my professional and personal lives. The me you see at court represents the law and order of Fontaine.
But all my personal feelings aside and grant a fair duel to all who seek to defend their honor.
In my personal life, I'm just an ordinary person. Someone who feels anger and sadness, just like everyone else.
Wow, an actual mature and developed character. Haven't seen one of those in a while. chat. I haven't seen one of those in a while. That's crazy.
Well, you say that, but for all the time I've known you, I don't think I've ever seen you cry.
I've seen you get angry, but now I'm wondering whether you actually mad or just looked away, looked that way from the outside.
I was probably in work mode during those times.
Is that so? Well, in any case, I just feel like even in your personal life, you don't get emotional very often.
So you want to see me cry? That might be a little difficult. A show of anger, though, that might be something I could accomplish.
No.
Well. Where's Navia? We've been waiting. Oh, there she is.
I'm back! Here, allow me to introduce you to the script manager, Mr. Florian.
Bro, why does he look like a Three Musketeer dude? He looks like the fourth Musketeer, bro. Yo, what's up, Jacob? Yeah, I'm excited too. We're playing the story quest right now.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Hello.
Hello. Wait, are you a champion duelist too, Mr. Florian?
Oh, no. This is just the costume provided by the club.
Oh.
I occasionally play a few of the roles in my scripts.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It's nothing. It's the least we can do to give the players a more immersive experience.
Ah. Cosplaying. I understand.
Anyway, allow me to give you a brief introduction of the script. This script was adapted from the real history of the Marishose hunters. You all will play the role of hunters from a bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
All right.
Paimon's not super familiar with the history of the Marishose hunters.
Oh, no problem at all.
I'll give you a brief rundown.
Their story can be traced back to the ancient Remurian dynasty, but I'll leave the finer details for you to seek out and discover later.
Oh, very cute. Yo, what's up, Chill? Clorinde story quest. That's what we're up to right now. Are we playing game or doing drama again? Both.
And I'll provide additional commentary as the story progresses.
In that case, brave hunters, are you ready to set out on an unknown adventure?
Whoa, just one sentence and it's like we're in the story already.
Aha, I see many a determined gaze before me. Very well, head over to this location and begin your heroic journey.
Thanks, Floor.
So, as we follow the story, it leads us to specific scenes? Ooh, sounds pretty innovative. What does the message in the envelope say?
It's kind of like an escape room, but in the open world. Kind of.
It's the exact location of the scene.
As well as the formal permission to use the venue. Seems like they have everything prepared.
Sounds good.
All right. Where the heck? Okay, over here. Ikimasho! First scene, chat. What in... Okay, it seems like nothing's here, but alright. Chill. Continue to head over to the game venue. Do 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 do. Do we take this? I don't think we take that, right? Hello, blubber beasts. Ah, over there, chat. Very cool. Huh. Okay, what's happening over here?
Whoa.
They got so many
They really
drinks and
have
stuff.
thought of everything. Even the phaetometer is here and ready to go for us.
Damn!
The phaetometer. What's that?
It's a card that's used to determine action success or failure. We'll need to use it when we try to use certain skills.
Dice. I get it. Oh, wait, chat. Remember, is it Lynette's story quest? You get the phaetometer? The RNG roller. Oh, wait, dude.
And what about all the dessert and tea? Is that for us as well?
Good question.
That's what the message said.
Really? That's so nice. It feels just like a tea party with friends.
Indeed.
Those snacks have Paimon's name written all over them.
I think you might be more of a snack hunter than a Marashose hunter, Paimon.
Snack Hunter Paimon reported for duty. If there are delicious snacks to be found, Paimon will track down every last one.
The desserts are great. But I'm still looking forward to the story more than anything.
Very fair. Then, let us begin.
All right. We're actually getting to play now.
Please pick up the blank character cards in front of you and write down your name and profession.
Can we get to choose?
An abbreviated version of the rules printed on the back of your character card.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
In this story, everyone is a Marashose hunter. To reflect this, the club has prepared a small badge for everyone.
Oh, that's cute.
Ooh, nice.
As hunters, you have proficiency in swordsmanship and fighting by default.
So there's no need to allocate any additional skills.
Swordsmanship? So there's a fighting part to all this?
Why don't you share a character card then? The traveler will be the Marashose hunter, and you can be her little floating assistant.
So just like in real life. Okay, great.
Kinda like in real life.
So, for the name, do I fill it out with the name of my character?
Yep. It can be any name you like.
Chat, what should be our name?
You can use your real name too if you want. I do that whenever I get too lazy to think of a new name.
Yeah, but Navia sounds like a sick name. I don't want to call my character Bob.
Oh, so it would be like experiencing a different life, but still as yourself. That's not a bad idea.
To be fair, chat, I love this little introduction to D&D. Like, if you didn't know anything about D&D and you're kind of just following along, you're like, okay, I can understand this. But then when you realize, oh yeah, it's D&D, people are like, no way, I just played D&D?
In that case, I think I'll continue to use the name Linny then.
Next up is the skill sheet. You have a limited amount of skill points that you can use to learn a number of skills.
The more points you invest in a particular skill, the easier it will be to pass associated
The
checks.
easier it will be to pass associated checks.
Always 100% persuasion.
Persuasion and investigation.
Thanks, Navia.
Those are must-haves when it comes to missions like these.
Literally, someone's got to do it. You know, someone's got to be the persuasion and investigation check.
Oh, those skills sound like they'd be useful for gathering intelligence.
So, should we also take those skills then?
No, because Navia's that person.
Not necessarily. Since we're working together as a team, we could leave the negotiations to Navia and use our skill points to pick up
other useful skills. Exactly, to cover the other parts.
For example, I think I'll take stealth and sleight of hand. That will give us more options if we run into any situations we can't negotiate our way out of.
Is there sleight of hand in real D&D? Or is it known as a different skill, like a subset of stealth?
Oh, interesting. I wasn't thinking about it like that. I suppose it's not so different from an acting troupe. Let me see. I'll take arts and performance. I'm not quite sure what use they'll be, but I'm not as knowledgeable about the other skills. And I am not too confident I'd be able to roleplay them well.
So you're turning into Aqua from Konosuba. Aqua with the little water show. That's what you're turning into. Okay, that's great. That's great. Spectacular. Thank you. Thank you for that, Farina. Very useful.
Well, that leaves us. What do you want to learn, Traveler?
Cooking, medicine, and insight. You know what? Being the healer of the team is pretty good. The backbone of the team, you need a character who can heal. Choose cooking? Chat, what should I take? I'm leaning towards medicine. Should I take one or the other? I don't think insight's boring. All right. No one wants to do insight. You're the cooking master? I do whip up some pretty good meals. I am cooking. Medicine sounds interesting. I feel like medicine actually has practical implications on the quest. But if you're gonna let me cook, you know, I feel like being the chef kind of, we'll take it. Fuck it. All right, let's just go with it.
This suits you really well.
Nothing boosts morale like good food. Okay, so we could choose both. What? Chat. I could do cooking and medicine. So basically, I'm just Il Dottore.
Ooh, so you want to help people when they're injured. So what do you think? Are you sure you want to learn these 2 skills?
Yup, I am very sure.
See. Oh, looks like you each have enough points to choose one final skill.
You've all picked such...
Why do I get the feeling she's getting ready to cause trouble?
For example, this one here. Summon. Doesn't it sound super mysterious and cool?
Does it sound cool? Summon.
Oh, I saw that one just now as well.
The skill can be used under some
description
circumstances. Summon
says,
characters or creatures that fit the script's
skill
world-building
can be
rules.
Script's world-building rules, huh?
What's inside
How are
for?
we supposed to know what a Marashose hunter can summon?
Oh, that's not for us to worry about, my friend.
Just learn the skill that
learn
interests you and the
skills
GM will
that
take care of the
interest
rest.
you, and the GM will take care of the rest.
Exactly. So the GM has to determine what the character actually summons when you use the summon skill. Clorinde's like, oh god. You know, it's like when all of a sudden your party in D&D like summons like a super OP thing or like has a collection of OP skills that, you know, as the dungeon master you can't like not give it to them.
All right, you've convinced Paimon. Let's learn summon then. Paimon can't wait to see what kind of thing shows up.
So we're also going to learn summon?
Well, now that everyone's more or less finished creating their characters, we can begin.
Fandango's done. Very nice, Number Clouds.
Since
Thank you so
two of our
much.
players are doing this for the first time, though.
Crazy,
let me ask,
bro.
Would you like to play on easy mode or authentic mode?
I don't like the way you said authentic, bro.
What's the difference between the 2?
Well, in role-playing games, the story sometimes changes based on the decisions of the players and the results of the Fatometer. For example, if you fail a check, that means you cannot use the target skill in that scenario. A critical failure may even result in further negative consequences. If you choose to play in authentic mode,
Every time you like to use a skill, you need to use Fatometer when you succeed or fail.
If you choose easy mode instead, every check will be successful by default. And
That's
you won't have to worry
lame.
about luck
Who
playing
wants
a
to
factor.
play with all successful checks? That's lame. The random checks triggered by fate. You can choose? You can choose to play on easy and with the... Oh, that's great, dude. Your current check bonuses will add to your randomly drawn number, making it easier to pass checks in easy mode. All checks are considered successful. That's lame. All right, we're going authentic.
Oh, come on. Don't worry about that. RNG is the lifeblood of role-playing games.
That's right.
I'm going with authentic mode for sure. Never knowing what you might have to overcome. Ugh, doesn't that sound exciting?
It does.
I'd rather be mentally prepared for what might happen.
All right, then I'll mark down Farina for easy mode. All her checks will be successful by default. As usual, Navia and Linny will play on authentic mode.
What about you, dear partner? How would you like to play?
Can we actually choose? This is sick. I'm still going authentic mode. I know, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Trust me, you'll see the beauty of RNG.
Well, I wouldn't say the beauty of RNG, okay? Let's not get it twisted, okay? We still hate gacha, all right?
Honestly, I don't think Clorinde would make things too difficult for us no matter what the Fatometer says. Isn't that right, Clorinde?
Well, it depends.
No promises.
That wasn't super reassuring.
Well, anyway, enough talk. Let's get started.
I want to experience at least a good chunk of the story
Speaking
today.
of the story, why is the beginning scene on a beach?
Well, that's because a long time ago,
Chat,
back when human
she's so
civilization
cute!
was still in its
Wait, hold up.
infancy, powerful demons and evil sorcerer. They created a host of monsters.
She's
and
so
sent them to
cute! Look at her
slaughter all humans in
design!
existence.
We need the skin, bro. Where's the skin, dude?
Soon, a group of human rebels banded together. With their swords raised,
maybe I'll move my camera to the left. Hold up, give me a sec, chat.
And in doing so, subdue each and every monster that sought their
Boop. Perfect. Oh, what's happening? Okay.
Sometime later, as a member of the Marashosei Hunters, you receive a commission. Following the address provided on the message, you take a boat and arrive at this strange city. As you inhale, you can taste the slightly salty air of the docks as you begin to survey your surroundings. There aren't many people in the vicinity, but you do take note of a few others who, like you, seem to be sizing up this place.
Right, we don't know each other.
Your eyes meet, and you realize these people are fellow Marashosei hunters.
I see.
Likely led to this location after receiving the same commission as you.
Okay.
You're all Marashosei hunters too, right? Allow me to introduce myself.
Navi
The
looks so
name's
cute
Navia,
too!
monster hunter by trade and helpful neighborhood businesswoman on the side.
Oh, so kind of like the same exact person you... Okay, yeah, let's just keep going here.
What say you to traveling together? We can help each other out on the road.
Okay, count me in.
Ooh, look at his design. That's kind of sick.
My name is Linny. I've been wandering since I was little and picked up a few less than legal tricks along the way. I was adopted by a Marashosei hunter and later chose to follow in his footsteps.
Okay, so like the same exact story, but instead of Fatu, it's Marashosei hunter. Okay, you know, we'll let it slide. We'll let it slide.
Is this where you introduce your character to everyone? It sounds like they've done this dozens of times. My name is Rina, and
She's a bard.
I grew up in a noble
Oh,
family.
that's so
I always
cute.
had a strong interest in performance and the arts. Even though I'm a Marashosei hunter, what I really want is to be a performing artiste.
Wait, we love her design.
Hey, that's really cool. You can do it, Farina.
Paimon is Paimon, a good friend and companion.
You know,
to
that's
this
pretty nice.
Marashosei hunter right
For
here.
Paimon, that's pretty nice. We used to be doctors or chefs. I used to be a doctor.
I've been studying medicine ever since I was a child.
Wait,
I
look at
wanna
my
do my part to
outfit.
eradicate these
Wait, if I
monsters
chose
and
chef,
use
it
what
would have been a
I've
chef
learned to heal
outfit?
others.
Wait, that's baller. That's so cool.
Oh, welcome. When we face the monsters, I'll make sure to charge in front to give everyone some cover. You can take care of the healing at the back.
That's me.
You open your envelopes at the same time. To the honorable and trustworthy Marashosei hunters, our kingdom is currently facing a grave crisis. The lands outside the capital have
Okay.
been overtaken by monsters.
Our people are
and
led
our
astray by the
people are
forces of
being led
wickedness.
The layout of this city looks super familiar.
The scriptwriter must have used a real-world city as a reference when coming up with the map.
Okay.
As experienced hunters, the layout of the city reminds you of places once traveled.
You recall the
You
sights
recall the
of
sight
tree-lined cities.
tree-lined streets and the
Or
gentle
streets.
tranquility of days gone by. Yet, as you regard the city in front of you, it appears to be little more than an empty shell.
I carefully read every
Huh.
line of the letter and turn my attention to the signatures at the bottom. Who issued this commission to us?
You see a long string of unfamiliar names.
Okay.
It would seem that many of the residents of the city issued this commission together.
They sensed that things were not right within Kingdom and sent
They
a distress
sensed.
signal.
In that
Oh.
case, why don't we take a walk around the city and see if we can learn anything from the local residents?
Of course. Great idea.
Good idea. We might be able to get some leads on the monsters and bad guys we're after.
Navia's quite the, or not Navia's, Farina's quite the, you know, she's got a knack for it.
You look up and see a tavern nearby. It appears to be open for the day.
Why don't we go check out that tavern? If the novels I've read are anything to go by, taverns are usually full of information.
Aha, yes they are. And we have someone who's maxed out on persuasion. Okay,
As you approach the tavern, you find a plainly dressed woman standing nearby. She appears to be rather troubled about something.
Yep. Let's talk to her real quick.
Greetings, friend. Lovely weather we're having today, don't you think?
Oh, hello. I suppose you're right. The weather today is quite lovely. If only those monsters out there would stop causing trouble.
It seems like every character included in the script has a certain amount of useful information to offer.
If we keep asking questions, we might be able to get some good leads.
Come now, don't be sad. Life is all about optimism. Oh, that reminds me. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Try to build the characters after they talk? Oh, perfect.
I don't think that's the kind of question we're supposed to ask.
Nothing turns a frown upside down like good food. How about some
Navia.
macarons? I could make you some.
Navia, we don't need macarons, thank you.
You didn't even take cooking as one of your skill proficiencies.
Technically, we would cook in that sense.
That's not necessary, miss.
Literally, Clorinde's like, that's not necessary.
Besides, I'm not really a fan of sweets.
So you're someone who barely smiles and doesn't like sweets. You're really starting to remind me of this one friend of mine.
Yeah, her name's Clorinde. Yeah. Oh, brother.
Hey, did she just... me?
Yeah, she went... Dude.
Clorinde must have broke character for a second.
I'd be a little, like... I'm shaking my head already.
This isn't getting us anywhere. Traveler, maybe you can think of something.
Yes. Yes, please. How about I cook something right here, right now? Any help here, Lenny?
Miss, we'd love to learn more about the monsters you mentioned. If you're willing to open up to us, we might just be able to help resolve the troubles you're facing.
What'd I get?
You
nice.
weren't even the one that learned persuasion.
My troubles, you say?
Yeah, you don't need to have
I'm not
persuasion
sure they're
in
so
order to
easily resolved.
use the skill.
But I
It just
suppose
gives you a
wouldn't hurt to share them
better,
with you.
like, roll on a check. So, like, if you guys have ever played D&D, like, you can still, like, do any action you want. It's just that you'll have more favorable actions if you play to the skill set that you invested into, right?
A horde of monsters suddenly appeared near the capital recently.
So all the guards
So
were
all the
dispatched.
guards were dispatched to fight them.
Do you remember when those monsters appeared?
Also, note that this is Clorinde actually voice acting this character too. So it's not just like Clorinde, you know, or it's not just another voice actor. It's actually Crystal voice acting them as well, which is so cool.
I'm not completely sure.
At least I think.
All I know is that my husband was dispatched to fight them 3 days ago.
Do you know where he was sent?
It all happened so fast. When we said our goodbyes, he couldn't even tell me where they were sending him.
You have our thanks, friend. We'll find and defeat those monsters as soon as possible. We sincerely hope your husband will be able to return to your side soon.
That's right, Lenny.
Thank you.
At least we have somebody who's a veteran. I haven't played D&D. What is it? D&D's like basic role playing. Like D&D has expanded so much from the you play like a tabletop role play game and you play as like a knight and you slay a dragon. It's grown to be so much more than that. D&D in its bare bones format is a tabletop role-playing game where you can roleplay as certain characters, and then you have a DM or dungeon master who basically guides the story with you as the characters. So you get to make the decisions for the characters, and then the DM basically tells you how the story and plays out the story based on your players' choices. Yeah. And to think that you could literally do anything you want. So instead of talking to this woman, we actually could have not talked to this woman at all, and we could have done something else. And it's the DM's job to actually follow through on those particular events. Although obviously, as a DM, most likely you'll lead your party. If you're a good DM, you're going to lead your party into a certain direction, yet still allow them some autonomy, right? Look at Navia. She literally just goes off the deep end, talks about macaroons, and actually wanted to make macaroons like IRL. Which, you know, Clorinde is supposed to play off of that. Right. So it's a very like give and take sort of like, oh, the player makes a choice and then the DM shows what will happen as you role play as the characters. Very fun.
Don't worry. We'll find him. Just try to remain optimistic and wait for good news. We don't always get to choose what happens to us. But we do get to choose the little things like what we eat and how we respond to the things life throws our way.
Thank you, Navia.
I hope that one day you too will recognize the power of something as small and inconsequential as a delicious dessert.
Thank you, Navia. I appreciate that.
You bid farewell to the woman and continue your journey further into the city.
All right, here we go. Cool. So, hey, look. Farina, Linny, Navia. Let's go check the characters. You know we gotta. All right, let's actually, since my Navia is right next to her. Why is my Navia with Oh, my Wolf's Gravestone. Oh. Hey, where's the Wolf's Gravestone? That okay, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I don't worry about it. 80, 130. It's not the worst, actually. 135, pretty good. With Verdict, 4 Noblesse, C3, Classic. Classic builds. First Grade Magic, 2K. Yeah, this is a very... Yeah, it looks like the same builds that we actually got from other trial quests. I don't think they changed anything. 3 Noblesse, C3. Yeah, with triple eights. Yeah. Pretty average. Look at my team, though. Dendro, Hydro, Pyro, and Geo. Not a bad squad, dude. Somebody made this Clorinde art with the skin. 10 out of 10. Wait. It's just so pretty. Oh my goodness. Wow. God damn. Excuse me. Also, seeing her in white is very stark contrast. You know, because she wears like darker colors. Seeing the white. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, indubitably so.
As you venture further into the city, the streets appear largely empty. An elderly woman walks past. You see her shake her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet.
Yeah, in this economy, inflation goes crazy, bro.
And gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that he's someone who has long gotten used to the sight before him.
Although he doesn't seem very friendly, merchants are usually a good source of information, right?
Please. Please, Navia, do something.
Pardon me, sir. I'd like to ask a question if I may.
That depends. How much are you willing to pay?
I love that. I love that they got Crystal to voice all these characters. I love it.
How about this much?
What do you take me for? Some lowly beggar? You can't even buy half an onion with that amount.
Surely an onion can't be that expensive, right?
What do you know? War is nearly upon us. Everything costs several times what it did before. If you're not gonna buy anything, then scram.
Whoa, what a nasty guy. Maybe we shouldn't even bother talking to him.
Navia, this is
We
where...
have information we need.
Yes, persuade him,
Sir,
Navia.
We came to this city to solve the very problem you seem to be referring to. The war you mentioned, would it happen to be against the monsters outside the city? If you happen to be well informed and know a thing or two about what's going on, we'd appreciate it if you could share that information with us. After all, the sooner this problem gets resolved, the easier it will be for you to do your business.
That's not bad. 12? Nice, good check. Whew, all right.
Well, things are basically as you said, young lady. Those monsters are camped outside the city.
We've been destroying the trade
all
routes.
our trade routes. We have limited reserves within the city. So if this continues, we're all gonna be in big trouble.
Wait, you're saying no one has put a plan in place to distribute supplies or maintain order?
We could all starve and those nobles in the palace wouldn't even break a sweat. Who knows?
Maybe they've been in
in
cahoots with the
That
monsters.
is concerning.
Oh.
Alright. That's all the information you need, right? Off with you now. I've still got business to do.
You know, if you smiled a little more, you'd definitely get more business. And I bet that would make your life just a little bit sweeter. I'm not saying it's guaranteed to work. It's just a tip.
Thank you, Navia. Thank you. Literally, Clorinde, and behind this whole thing, she's just like, bro.
Should we try to go
Oh,
somewhere with more people?
oh,
How
brother.
about the city square? Follow me.
Follow
It
me.
doesn't seem like there's any information to be gained from the
Aw,
area
damn.
ahead.
All
You
right.
conclude that this area is best left unexplored.
Can we talk to these guys? Ah, we can't talk to them. That would have been sick. All right, let's keep going here.
Before you lies the city's central square.
See a man with an
You
anxious
see a man
look.
with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing back and forth.
Hello.
His head hanging low.
He's hanging low to and fro.
He doesn't seem to notice your approach. Still immersed in his own thoughts, he shakes his head and lets out a long sigh.
This guy seems promising enough.
Here we go.
Hello, sir. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Yes.
Oh, wait, you're...
I'm...
Oh, dear goodness! You're a Marashose hunter!
That's right.
You recognize us? Ah, are you one of the people who wrote the commission letter?
Yes! Oh, I didn't expect you to actually come! Oh, what great news! The city is saved!
What happened here?
Alas,
We live comfortable.
once lived comfortable, carefree lives.
Sea used to be free of
This
monsters.
city used to be free of monsters. The first Marashose hunter, Casiodor, the Golden Hunter, he was the one who drove them back.
Huh?
However, monsters have
If I were
once
born in
again
Genshin Universe and I
surrounded
play
the
this with
city.
Navia,
Perhaps
forget
the
that game.
seal
I'll
that
leave
kept
the
them
nation. I
at
just
bay
want to
has
play
lost
this
its
game.
power. Or perhaps an evil sorcerer has been meddling in our affairs. All I know for sure is that their return has stripped the city of any chance at peace.
Navia has her own play style, you know.
Are there not
It's
enough soldiers to drive them
endearing.
out?
It's not a question of numbers.
Guys simply don't know how to deal with them.
Most people my age have never even seen one of the monsters, much less been trained to fight against them.
Of course, many of us don't even know the history of the Marshallsei hunters anymore.
My grandfather would tell me stories about how the Marshallsei hunters drove back the monsters.
So an off chance that something might come of it, I decided to reach out.
Perfectly honest, I was starting to think all those stories were just tall tales. But now that I've seen you in person, I finally know that it was true.
Well, you can rest easy, friend. The righteous and formidable Marshallsei hunters are on the case.
The righteous, formidable, and very hungry. Yeah, don't forget Sweet Tooth as well.
The man is touched by your determination and resolve. His eyes begin to well with tears of relief.
Still, if we are going to hunt the monsters, we need to know where to find them.
Exacto.
Can you give us any leads?
All I know is that the area outside the city is dangerous.
I'm afraid I can't point you towards a specific location.
If you leave the capital through the main gate and follow the road, you should run into a group of guards.
You might know about where to find the monsters.
All right. They're actively working with the monsters and have corrupted the court ministers with malicious magic.
Huh?
They're the reason why, even inside the city, everything has been a
so it
giant
is
mess.
right.
Even one of our kindest ministers has turned into a boorish and unreasonable figure.
Interested in nothing but enacting laws that exploit people.
Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Okay.
I feel bad for him.
You should try to cheer him up.
Maybe we should try to cheer him up?
Farina, sing him a song.
Now? Is this really the right time?
It's the perfect time.
I appreciate your kindness, but for now, it's more important to focus on the crisis at hand. Brave hunters, I leave the future of this kingdom to you.
Perfect. Act 1 done. Very cute. So now we have to go to the second location.
If I understood correctly, there are currently 2 problems in the kingdom that need solving, right?
Exactly. We need to defeat the monsters outside the city and take down the evil sorcerer stirring up trouble from within.
Which problem should we tackle first?
This seems like a good moment for a break. Take some time and discuss what you want to do. Let me know when you've made your decision.
I think if we defeat the monsters, then we can come back with more persuasional powers. Being like, hey, we defeated the monsters. Now you have to free the people of the whatever. Maybe.
I really didn't expect the people in the city to keep us at arm's length like that.
Well, Clorinde said the script took cues from the real history of Fontaine, right?
Hey, the real Marshallsei hunters were also treated like
I
that.
wouldn't say it's a perfect representation of history, but
Sure. As long as it doesn't spoil anything in the script. You've brought up bits and pieces of the hunter's history before, but it was all in passing.
Paimon wants to know too. The hunters were super powerful, right? Were they all from a special line of supernatural beings or something?
no. All Marashosei hunters were ordinary mortal fighters.
The only thing that set them
The
apart
only
was
thing
special
that set
sword
them apart-
techniques. So they're demon slayers.
Anyone could become a Marashosei hunter?
In theory, yes. All you would need to do is survive the rigorous training and master the swordsmanship techniques required to fight the monsters.
Clorinde's a good narrator. She has the voice for it.
Still, most people dropped out at the early stages, and others called it quits the minute they saw a monster in person.
To become a hunter, you must be strong in both body and
you
mind.
must be.
What kind of monsters did the hunters fight exactly?
The land of Fontaine once played host to an ancient dynasty known as Remuria.
Yes.
After that dynasty fell, monsters began to appear, intent
on
on
obstructing
obstructing humans from
humans.
establishing. One of the ancient sorcerers of Remuria used his power to assemble a formidable army of golems. He sought to use that force.
I feel
to
like we've
establish
heard of
himself
that
as
guy
king.
before.
Well, I wasn't planning on going into anything you might be able to find out in the game.
If you want me to talk
But
about
if
something
you want
else,
me to
how
talk
about
about something
Cassador?
else.
Wait, but those people are all from a super long time ago. Where did you learn all this, Clorinde?
From my master.
By master, you mean Miss Petronia?
Is someone you know?
Absolutely.
Petronia.
Miss Petronia and my father were good friends.
Back in the day,
Back
she would
in the
often
day,
bring
she would
Clorinde over to
often-
play.
Let's not get off topic. Anyway, back to what I was
Aww,
saying.
like little play dates. Very cute.
Responding to Egeria's call, a number of warriors followed Cassiodor into battle against the monsters.
The warriors under Cassiodor's
This
leadership
group of
became
warriors,
known as the Martial
again,
Hunters.
As Fontaine entered an era of peace,
They were gradually
Their
became
work
obsolete.
gradually
The Phantom,
became
originally an
obsolete.
association made up of hunters, eventually
the
became
Marechaussee
predominantly
Phantom,
comprised of
originally an
Melusine.
association made up of hunters,
Right.
eventually came to be predominantly comprised of Melusines.
Also, Ali, hi, welcome in. I'll get to account reviews after post the story quest. Welcome in.
I see. That explains why most of the people in the script have forgotten the hunters.
Who's
or
leading
think of them
Fontaine
as
right now? Is it
nothing more than
Nouvellette?
a
Yeah,
legend.
it's Nouvellette.
Is that really a bad thing, though?
Tough,
It
always
can
being the
get
one children
tough.
everyone's expectations.
Depends on who you ask, I suppose.
If the name of the organization
If the
no
name of
longer
the
commands
organization
respect,
no
investigating
longer-
work is
Speaking
bound
of
to suffer.
investigations,
Or is
which
bound to
problem
suffer.
should we tackle first? Monsters or evil sorcerer?
I'm voting for monsters.
I vote monsters. That's the main duty of the hunters, right?
Well said, Miss Farina. Plus, if the sorcerers really are the masterminds behind this whole thing, defeating the monsters could give us some clues on their intentions as well.
Ah, yes.
What about you, partner? What do you think?
I also vote monsters.
It's decided then.
All right. After some discussion, you decide to turn around and head out of the city.
That means we gotta get out of this location and move to the next location. Just kidding, we're going back into this location. Oops. Alrighty.
Let's take a look around, like that guy said.
I need to stop spamming skip so I can know the lore. Especially in Wuwa, like, that's why this game doesn't have a skip button. Right? In Wuwa, people are there for the combat. You know, they understand that, right? Versus Genshin, like, you're here to go through the story.
You there, outsiders, halt!
Who's there?
An armored man approaches you. He has a tall, muscular build and a determined expression in his eyes.
I see.
Just one look, and you can tell he's fought in his fair share of battles.
Ah, tall, muscular build and has armor. It's Sung Jing Woo from Solo Leveling!
Although he's trying his best to conceal his current state, his uneven gait and the sweat dripping down his forehead make it obvious that he's been wounded and is in serious pain.
Okay.
I'm the captain of the guard. I saw you sneaking around the city earlier, so I'll only ask this once.
What up?
State your purpose, or it's off to the dungeons for the lot of you.
Bro, that's not very skippity of you, my guy.
Wow, it's been a while since someone's been this suspicious of us.
Damn, if you just want us to pay some Phantom tax, like, just say so, bro.
I said talk, not whisper between yourselves.
Have you ever heard of the Marechaussee Hunters?
Marechaussee Hunters?
That's a fairy tale.
That fairy tale, you mean?
I'd like to do a medicine check to see if I can help him. Yeah, let's do that. I need an 8. All right, chat. I know you're laughing right now. All right, let's keep it ourselves, okay? Let's keep it ourselves, okay? Stop kicking, okay? Stop it, all right? Sometimes you lose checks, okay? It will happen sometimes.
A critical failure.
The captain of the guards reluctantly allows you to assess his condition.
As you're trying to get closer to his leg, your
Right
hand
as you're
slips
trying
and
to get a
collides
closer
with his
look at
wound.
leg, your hand slips and collides against his wound with great force. Ugh!
That sounds like it hurt.
I'm sorry. My skills are a little rusty.
Yeah, because I left the doctor life and I became a cook, apparently. What?
The captain recoils and takes a half step back. He stares down at you, panting heavily, his eyes full of anger. Ugh. I don't care what you have to say or why you're here. You are not welcome in this city. Get out of my sight, now!
Uh-oh, chat. Did you guys fail? Did you guys critically fail this? Am I just bad? Is this just a skill issue, dude?
I understand that you're upset, sir. We'll leave soon, I promise. It's just, if we don't know where to find the monsters, we won't even know where to go.
Don't tell me you're actually considering fighting one of those things. You know, put any other group of young people in your place, and I might have tried to stop them. But since you're the ones asking... He informs you of the locations of the monsters with a disdainful tone.
As if he's certain you have no chance of making it out alive. Alright, peace, bro.
That was scary.
It's all thanks to Clorinde's quick thinking.
Well, are you leaving?
We're leaving. We're leaving.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Should be right up ahead. Let's go. Hopefully we're not too late.
That's a monster right there.
As you approach the battlefield, you see numerous people lying by the side of the road. They appear to be dressed like guards.
Can we not critically fail this as well, please?
Their faces are filled with desperation and terror. Some are screaming and cursing in vain, as if still trying to banish the monstrosities they saw from their minds.
That's why loading the save before the roll comes in handy. Oh, we keep going forward. I thought we could save him, but it do be like that sometimes.
The wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief. Quick, leave this place.
Yep.
Turn around and don't look back, they yell.
Yeah, no die. I'd win.
It doesn't seem like there's any information to be gained from the area up ahead. You conclude that this area is best left unexplored.
Go to the area where the monsters have appeared. Where? Oh, wow, that is a big gash. Wow. Okay. Uh-oh. Do I actually have to fight, chat?
This is the place you mentioned, right?
You see broken iron swords scattered all around you. All the signs point to one thing. A truly devastating battle just...
Okay.
Be on your guard, everyone. The monsters might still be around.
Before you can finish your sentence, you hear rustling sounds from the surrounding bushes. The monsters have emerged.
It's the dogs!
Your battle round begins.
I swear to God. All right. Can I not get a 1, please? Let me not get a 1. Let me not get a 1. Let me not get a 1. Boom. That's a 12. That's a big one. All right. Here we go. Big old 12, baby.
Germinate! Shower me with tech!
Step right up.
Oh, I missed. Okay, that's cringe.
Attack!
I should not use Farina.
The next battle round begins now.
Propagate! Time to shine!
As I said, not to use Farina, but it's fine.
Coming at ya!
We're good. We're good.
The monsters let out a terrifying roar of anger and resentment before dissipating into thin air.
Okay.
Ugh. Thank goodness it's over.
We're lucky the Marashose Hunter class came with all those preset skill points. Otherwise, we would have been in some real trouble.
All right. Yeah, actually, so when you guys play D&D, usually you guys start at maybe like 5 skill points. It depends on like what the scaling is of where you are and what the situation is. Because usually if like if you're already quote unquote like a master, or your character's already developed in some way that you'll already have skill points to use, but some people start at like 0, and they kind of build you up from the very beginning. So it depends on the story, depends on your campaign that you're running. For us, we're already Marashase Hunters, so we have like preset like, you know, abilities and stuff like that, which is nice.
I never knew the Fatometer even determines the amount of damage you inflict. If you get unlucky, Isn't it just game over right then and there?
Yesn't.
That's part of the fun. The uncertainty of fate is what gives these games their appeal.
Exactly. If I rolled 1 there, if I rolled Snake Eyes, it would have been
Just as you
Jover.
begin to celebrate your victory, a suspicious lump on the ground catches your attention.
Huh?
A suspicious...
I walk up to it, crouch down, and begin to carefully examine it.
Still got my
I've still
red
got
glove
my
on, so it
right
should be
glove
fine
on,
to touch
so
it.
It should be fine for me to touch it, right?
As you investigate the mound, you discover that the exposed portion appears to be made of wood.
Previously
It
disturbed by
was
a large
previous
form of
with the
monsters.
monsters gone. The small protrusion now awaits your discovery, poking out of the ground like a shy flower bud.
Whoa, it's a treasure chest!
I'll see on Rame Cons. We had the conversation about where to go for cons and stuff like that. 110 pulls is good enough. 110 pulls is pretty much around that range of where you can get a character and a weapon. Okie dokie.
With everyone's help,
You successfully
excavate the wooden,
chest.
from even without opening it. You can tell from the
Oh.
aura and jewels scattered around the chest that it must contain quite the fortune.
We got money finally.
I can understand your excitement, Paimon, but think about it. Doesn't it seem like there are people out there who need this treasure more than us?
Yeah. Think about all the people suffering in the capital. Or all
Got
those
her find the
guards who
monsters.
got
Wouldn't it be
hurt
better
by
if we gave the treasure to them? Oh. Also, thank you, Ailey, for the lurk.
We could just take it for ourselves.
Well, let's put it this way. Any decision you make during a role-playing game
Can impact the future
But
course of the
would
story.
people really believe us? It's hard enough for us to prove we're Jshoea hunters.
What if you think we
What if they
procured the
think we
treasure
procured the
illegally?
It's definitely something we should consider. Maybe
Huh.
we can come up with an explanation in advance.
Well, if donating it could cause that much trouble, why don't we use it to buy some gear and fill up on good food? Then we'll be ready to
Right.
fight even more bad guys.
Looks like you're facing a difficult choice once again. Well, it's getting
It's getting late.
late.
Why don't we call it a day?
Wow. Where did the time go?
I'm not sure if it's because I'm having so much fun with you all or because the story is particularly enticing, but
Here, here. Ooh, how about we play through the night?
No worries, reverse. Yeah. We're in your account review next time. Yeah. You always know that we have an opportunity to.
I'm not sure I'll have enough energy for that.
yeah, that won't work for me either. Lynette will give me an earful if I get home too late.
Bacalini.
I understand how you feel, Navia, but we have to change venues for the next part of the story anyway.
Ah, so it has to be another day.
Huh?
There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to proceed to an indoor set for the next part of the script.
Oh.
Whoa. They really pulled out all the stops for this new script.
Well, even if we end the game for the day,
We should still stay a little longer to hear Clorinde finish the story.
that's just a coincidence, okay? Besides, to Paimon not finishing free
That's so
food
much
will be
food!
worse than having to buy her own. And anyway, Paimon really does want to hear more about Clorinde's master.
Well,
If the story doesn't have a happy ending, it's okay not to finish.
It's nothing. I appreciate the concern, but it's all in the past. It
Okay. Ah.
My earliest memories are of living with Master. According to her, she saved me from certain people of ill repute.
Xavier,
My
thank you so much.
brother
Welcome in.
Chance had left me behind some time before that.
Okay.
What a heavy beginning for a life story.
Master was a fascinating individual.
If experience... If inexperienced.
in the ways of raising children. My first ever toy was a short sword. Although I suppose it wasn't so much a toy as something Master removed from her waist and handed to a noisy child in need of distraction.
Oh wait, so she handed an actual sword to a child? Isn't that dangerous? Did you hurt yourself?
Of course I did.
Oh.
I cut my palm and bled quite a lot. But Master was not concerned. She just stood there and casually lectured me about it.
I mean, to give them early exposure, right? To understand like the weight, not like physical weight, but like the weight of like holding a weapon. You know? Can you do all 6? Jakaria. I don't like doing all 6 at once, but yes.
See? That's what
But you can only redeem 1 per stream.
Properly,
so
she told me. She then crouched
I'll still help you out though.
And said, "Give me your hand."
Excuse me for asking this, Clorinde.
How old were you when this all happens?
Around 3, give or take.
3? Isn't that when most kids are still struggling to hold a fork?
As I said, Master was rather inexperienced in the ways of raising children.
She believed trial and error was the best way to teach a child.
So sure this is a question of experience.
I didn't see anything wrong with her ways at the time. And anyway, children don't get to choose how they're raised.
She'd bring me back a
She
pet.
did bring me back a pet from Liyue once. It was a Geovishap hatchling.
Yeah, a pet. Sure.
Bishop hatchling?
What she said was this: make sure to get along, you two. If you really can't agree on something, just settle it with a fight. Whoever loses is the real pet.
Bro.
And how old were you when this happened?
5.
If you don't mind, chat, I think I'm just gonna move back here. We had a good amount. We had a good amount of time on the right side, and you know we've gotten a sense of all the character costumes. So I'll move back to the left here, where I belong. My home on the left side.
Well, did you win?
Yes, I'd win.
No, I lost.
So you're saying you actually became the Geovishap's pet?
Yes, but only for a week. By the end of that week, I defeated it in combat, and we've shared a cordial relationship ever since.
Are you sure?
That really doesn't sound like the kind of childhood someone should have.
Later
Yeah.
on, I gradually understood that Master most likely didn't know any other way to raise a child. She was a Marashosei hunter.
But I never heard bringing up her own
Thanks to
parents.
her, I learned how to navigate the forest by the age of 6, and could hunt monsters in the wild by myself the year after that. Even though the training she subjected me to was strict,
She always made sure to make me travel when she had the
To take
time.
me traveling when she had the
Aw.
time.
I still remember the first time we met. You were too scared to join our picnic and hid behind Ms. Petronia the whole time.
Oh.
I still hadn't really met many children my age at that time, so I didn't know how to interact with others.
Small Clorinde.
After that, though, you
We need a
started coming
flashback
over
now.
lot. You
I need a
loved
flashback,
challenging
chat.
people to shooting competitions, remember? I don't think many members of the Spina ever beat you in one of those.
I had a lot of fun during those days.
We tried to pretend like we never heard anything, but
You knew
you
that
nearly
slip.
Protector of justice. Oh, wait, you mean that vigilante hero from 20 years ago?
The one who was always active at night.
Yep, that would be her. She
Oh.
often would put on a black cloak and go out.
20 years
Batman.
ago, huh? I still remember the guards leaving all kinds of witness reports about her on Nervalette's desk.
My apologies.
Oh, there's no need to apologize. You had nothing to do with it.
Anyway,
And
she did
anyway,
it. She did it for a good
although
cause.
Calling herself the protector of order.
Huh? When did the Protector of Justice become the Protector of Order?
Oh, she had a bunch of code names.
She just come up with the
I heard
names
she
on
would
the
just
spot.
come later on. She probably got sick of answering those questions and decided to stick to just two.
Skirk in a nutshell?
The
Yeah.
Protector of Justice and the Protector of Order.
That sounds like her, all right. I bet she forgot which of the two she'd use by the time she got back each night.
Well, she certainly sounds like a fascinating individual.
It's true. I always wanted to become like her. Someone powerful, independent, and with a strong sense of conviction. But she suddenly disappeared the night I turned 10 years old.
Disappeared?
Oh no.
What happened?
I have no idea.
She didn't even leave a note.
That night, I was celebrating my birthday at Navia's house.
Did she turn into water?
Master never came to pick me up. When I returned home on my own, it was to an empty house.
Did she turn into water?
When she still didn't appear after a few days, I went to Mr. Callus's house to ask about her whereabouts. But he only shook his head.
Oh no.
Papa probably didn't know either. I know he sent a few people to investigate the matter in secret, but...
Don't worry, I understand. To be perfectly honest, given Master's personality and way of doing things...
It all made a lot of sense. If I had to guess, I'd say she'd probably use it as an opportunity to force me to become independent.
When a litter of kittens reaches a certain age, the mother willingly leaves them behind.
Huh.
Were you upset, Clorinde?
I was at first.
But not anymore. I don't believe
But
Master
not
would suddenly
anymore.
disappear for no reason. It must have been something she just
despite
had to do.
everything, you still managed to follow in her footsteps and become the greatest champion duelist in all of Fontaine. You're
Yup.
practically a living symbol of law and justice.
And the protector of justice and order.
I suspect my position would be far too by the books for her.
Who knew Clorinde had such an interesting past? And I wonder... if Clorinde's master were the champion duelist back then...
The duel against Mr.
would
Callus
that
have gone
duel
differently.
against Mr. Callus have gone differently?
Huh.
Oh no. Judging by the atmosphere, Clorinde and Navia are probably thinking something similar.
The mood just got super
The mood
awkward.
just got super awkward all of a sudden.
Well, anyway... Would you look at the time? It's getting dark, so we should probably call it a day for real this time. If we keep talking like this, we really will be here all night.
I don't think we would. It's getting kind of awkward
I
already,
had
so...
a great time today, Miss Clorinde. Thank you for being...
Anytime.
The script was good, but
But I
I've
say
got
your
to
childhood
say,
stories were better.
Hey, you should tell us more about that fight against the Geo-bishop sometime.
You could be right.
What does she mean, on to something? I certainly don't know any 5-year-olds who want to fight a bishop in their spare time. Guess I'll head back as well.
You're that excited to hear about my fight with the bishop?
I was talking about the script.
Alright, sleepover Navi and Clorinde? Ayy. Not too bad.
It was nothing special, really. Geo-bishops don't understand the concept of a pet.
So basically, it just headbutted me whenever I entered its territory.
That...
Yeah, it hurt. What, something you want to experience for yourself?
Oh, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. Also, codename. Nice, dude. I'm still on level 24. I'll catch up. Maybe. Someday. Okay, so we gotta wait till next morning, right? Alright, here we go, gamers. Back at it. Back at it. Hey, we out here. My name's Josh. We back at it again. Alright. So we're halfway in the quest. Technically, we were supposed to... I mean, for how slow I was going, I'm literally, like, reading word for word.
With the group. Paimon's with...
Literally reading word for word, chat. Which, I mean, this course has been so much fun. Like, usually I'd skip over a lot of stuff, but, I mean, to be able to tell the story of the Marshall Hunters through D&D, I think it's a very fun angle to take this. I'm ready for Emily. I'm actually low-key excited for Emily. Like, I know a lot of people are not too happy with where she is right now in terms of, like, what people have seen of her, but I think she's a future character. She's a character that we're gonna understand, you know, come 6 months after her release.
Looks like everyone's here. Now, before we begin, why don't we finish where we left off yesterday? There was an important decision to be made, yes? I'll pour everyone a cup of tea.
Wait, what decision?
Is that really the most important part, though, Clorinde? Paimon's more concerned about our current surroundings.
Clorinde will get buff when they release Geo Archon? Wait, Sophia, sorry, what? You mean the Pyro Archon, right? Not the Geo Archon?
Heavy walls, cold railings, dim lights. This is obviously supposed to be a prison.
I admire the work put into the set. Still, it's obvious the scriptwriter has never paid a visit to the fortress of Meripede.
Right. Archon with the Geo Nation? Oh yeah, Natland, the Geo Nation, of course. Yup, that's facts. It still needs his Archon. Sophia, Zhongli's good.
So this set is going to be a part of
The amount of hatred. We just a hater.
Unfortunately, that is something I can neither confirm nor deny.
All right.
Anyone think Clorinde's smile is starting to look kinda scary?
Welcome, weary traveler from afar.
Yo, Crontex, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Chat, I'm really liking this so far. I know we've kind of like, spent the first hour kind of like actually starting to take it in. But, I really do hope that we're enjoying it together.
Well, whatever happens, we'll just have to push on.
But first we should really figure out what to do with the treasure.
Yeah, it might be better to keep a low profile. As long as we're helping people.
Also,
it
Mayday,
doesn't
welcome
matter
back.
Who we are
Hello,
or
hello.
what we're called.
Staring at me won't get you anywhere. Or did you want some more tea?
Is this some code word? What's happening?
Why aren't you saying anything, Navi?
Oh, this is the short sword Clorinde mentioned last night. I found it.
Huh. I'm surprised you managed to track it down after all this time.
Well, I made sure to take good care of it.
Considering the circumstances,
the
would you give it to me? Of course, I have to keep it safe.
Where were we? Oh, right. I was just thinking about all the potential ways for us to break out of prison. We could dig a tunnel, or try to bribe the guards.
First off, how do we end up in prison, chat? What I remember is we defeated the monsters, but then how do we end up in prison?
Wait, we haven't been thrown into prison yet, have we?
Well, it's only a matter of time.
It pays to be prepared.
Pays to be prepared.
Okay.
Just like how you should always have an umbrella on hand, even when it's sunny.
Alright, Paimon's made up her mind. Let's just give the treasure away.
Oh, we had to. What are we gonna do with the treasure? That was our decision. I totally forgot.
Keep it, but if it's going to land
It literally just happened 2 minutes ago, chat.
Paimon will be too
Actual TikTok brain rot.
So, you reached an agreement? All right then.
We can continue with the story.
Oh, and we'll collect all the scattered pieces of treasure on the ground as well.
All right. You collect the treasure and make your way back to the capital with your bag of loot in hand.
Yes, sir. I have to run back to all the places I'm on at. Oh, context. We highly suggest you use a interactive map.
Are surprisingly high.
Like on Google or something. Look up Genshin interactive map. Very, very helpful. Because we've all been in the exact same situation as you.
Places where sunlight struggles to reach.
I feel that,
you
man.
generously share your wealth with the children, the elderly, and the poor in urgent need of help.
Thank you, Kai.
The elderly woman's look of gratitude follows you as you walk away. Her eyes never leaving your back until you move entirely out of sight.
However, there's still quite a bit of Mora remaining. It appears you haven't made much progress.
There's Mora remaining. It appears you haven't made much progress.
Did you guys know that? Well, okay, so within the economy, right? To artificially inflate an economy with like just a truckload of more like this, let's say like we give each citizen we see like 1 to 3 months worth of food per the economy, it would actually ruin the economy and make it worse for the lower citizen. So we're actually doing them a disservice according to economics, according to macroeconomics. But I think that's too much thinking. Let's just keep going here.
Should we go find that man again?
Not like I'm an economics major or anything.
Oh, good idea.
Just as you start to make way to the square, intent on finding the man again.
Also, thank you
there's
for the hydration. Hydration. Clorinde? Clorinde makes a check.
Please wait, distinguished guests. Several strange guards suddenly call out to you.
They run forward to meet you and proceed to politely pay their respects.
Greetings, gentlemen.
Surely you jest, my lady. That
It would
would
not be
not
the
be our
place.
place. It is His Excellency the King who requests to meet with you. Please come with us.
Hi, Kotoki. Welcome in. Kotoki, we're playing the new Clorinde quest. It's been very cute so far. I love it. And I also love how Clorinde is the voice actor of all the NPCs. I love it.
Well, we have to investigate the court at some point, right?
I mean, the king himself would be a
Meeting the king
fantastic
himself
opportunity.
Would be a fantastic opportunity to do that.
Yeah, but we're meeting the king only to be put in jail. So we gotta find out. Yeah, so we gotta find out how we can make this trip at least somewhat useful to us.
I say we go for it. If something happens, we'll just turn the whole place upside down.
That sounds a little intense.
After a quick discussion, you nod to the guards and agree to follow.
They lead you all the way to the audience hall of the
Gilded
palace.
tables line both sides of the hall. The space itself is adorned with all manner of expensive antiques.
Wow, it's so luxurious.
The elderly king,
Clad in a
magnificent
robe, sits in the deep crimson
he
throne
wears
above
his
you.
head a majestic crown, with a gemstone the size of a bird's egg set. They're here, your majesty.
Hey, your majesty! Wake up!
A man dressed in dark clothes, likely a minister,
What happened?
shields his mouth with his hands.
I was awake this
and
entire
bends
time.
down to whisper a few words to the king. After a moment, he lowers his hands and stands back up. His gaze shifts to fixate on your group.
Better not
But he
move
does
from
not
his place
move
at the
from
king's
He
side.
does not appear entirely aware of his surroundings. The man by his side, though, we should keep a close eye on him.
This reminds me of, what's the anime called? Eminence of Shadow? Where, like, the king is, you know, being manipulated by the right-hand guy.
The king remains
Or,
still
like,
and
the
says
vice
nothing.
advisor or
The
whatever.
minister is the one who speaks.
Huh.
Esteemed guests, allow me to thank you for coming to our faraway kingdom. Unfortunately, His Majesty
Yeah,
the
asshat.
King
Yeah,
finds
that guy.
himself quite exhausted from work. So please allow me, his Prime Minister, to welcome you in his stead. I've heard tell that your group, the Marshose Hunters,
Okay.
used your exceptional ability with the sword to repel the monsters near the capital.
Such a great deed deserves to be rewarded.
However, seeing that I was not fortunate enough to observe such a feat with my own eyes, you'll forgive me for seeking to verify the truth by speaking to you myself.
Well, we've got nothing to hide. You brought us here to talk, right? So,
Well, explained. We'll explain. Let me lay it down now.
the golem's blades...
Went wah, and I fucked them up. Bop, 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 bop.
Well, that was enough
And I do my
detail, right?
stuff.
Believe us now.
Your
what I'm saying,
account
chat?
does indeed match those of the survivors.
Since you were the ones who
Since
defeated
you
the
were
monster,
the
that
ones
must
who
mean you're in possession of the
defeated
treasure.
them.
Well, we did take the treasure.
How did he know about the treasure?
Dude, Farina's carrying, bro. Farina's actually carrying.
Then I must ask that you return it at once. It belongs to the kingdom.
Wait, but didn't you just say that our great deed deserved a reward? Shouldn't the treasure be considered a part of that?
Yes, that was indeed what I said. But you seem to have forgotten a very important distinction.
Hey, what's up, some cheese?
Only that which is freely given by the king can be considered a reward.
Taking the rightful
Taking the
wealth of the
rightful
kingdom
wealth
without
of
said
the
precision on the
kingdom
hand is a
Completely
crime.
unreasonable.
Yeah, that makes no sense. If it weren't for us, the treasure would still be buried underground somewhere.
Maybe so, yet the fact remains. You tried to dispose of the treasure without reporting it to the court and without receiving permission, yes? What, no answer?
Sure, you're not insinuating that
Surely
you,
you're
a
not
group
insinuating
of
that
legendary
you,
hunters,
a group of
sought to take the treasure for
legendary-
yourselves.
Well, what about the king? Is he just gonna let this guy talk for him the whole time?
Clad in his magnificent
Why does the guy sound like a
robe,
woman? It's because
king
Clorinde is
remains
voicing him.
seated, with his hands resting on either side of the throne.
Yes. This is a
His posture is
D&D
rigid and
styled
unmoving.
story
He
quest.
stares forward with an empty look in his eyes.
From the look of things, could the Prime Minister be the evil sorcerer?
Because both the king and the prime minister have fallen under the evil sorcerer's control.
I would like to observe the number of guards stationed in the hall.
Ah, good. Hey, Navi is actually playing now. Thank you.
The guards in the palace appear fully armed, their expressions solemn. Sensing the tense atmosphere in the room,
They stand at the ready with each hand placed upon the hilt of their
each
sword.
with a hand placed upon the hilt of their sword.
Good
as if
stuff,
prepared to
Navi.
draw their weapons and surround
Yeah,
you at a
this is
moment's
exactly
notice.
what you would do if you're in D&D. Like, exactly. So when you're starting to reach a turning point in the story, you get, like, you know, you sense the conflict. So your key characters, in particular, your observation characters or your information characters, start to observe stuff for your team, right? This is cookie cutter stuff. I love this so far. Right, observing where the enemies are, you know, what is their disposition, as well as the positioning of the units. So then you could, you know, either place yourself or act upon that, right? Instead of letting them take the first move. Very, very smart.
There goes my plan to turn the whole place upside down, I guess.
It appears we've been visited by nothing more than a group of ill-intentioned imposters.
What a pity.
Guards, take them away and throw them in the dungeons.
Oh no, don't throw me in the dungeons. What are you gonna do? Punish me?
Before I decide,
yeah.
however, I must first
As the first determine
whether
when you have an
any-
accomplice is outside the
Try to
courts.
slip away? Or maybe start some kind of riot?
But if we try to fight the guards right now,
Don't worry.
At least we figured out who's behind all this. Let's just play it by ear.
Let's just play it by ear. If you're scared, Paimon, just hold my hand.
Aww.
Aw, thanks, you guys.
You allow yourself to be led away by guards surrounding you on both sides.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
only when you begin to feel drops of water
Falling from the dungeon ceiling, you smell the stench of death and decay all around you. You finally realize you stepped into a completely different world.
And don't try anything funny. The guards lock the
Ew,
cell
stinky.
door and leave without looking back.
Wait, sir!
Your voice echoes through the dark hall, but the only response you receive is the sound of water dripping from the ceiling.
No!
Carve out a new path of fate with our own two hands, of course. I draw my weapon.
Didn't they take away your weapons?
You reach toward your waist, but find nothing there. You now recall that your weapons were confiscated before the guards locked you in the cell.
The bag of treasure
The
along
bag
with
of
them.
treasure along with them.
Huh.
What about that knife I hid in my boot?
When did you hide it in there?
Hey, you got a knife, bro? Yeah, I always keep that switch on me. Hey, you know, bro? You always gotta keep that thing on you. Gotta keep an extra piece on you, you know what I'm saying?
When I was thinking about digging a tunnel.
Yeah? When did you think about digging a tunnel?
Rejected. You failed to inform the GM of this course of action.
Over the guards would have
Moreover, the guards would have
conducted a thorough search before you throw you in
throwing
prison.
And the keys to the cell aren't anywhere to be seen?
Correct. You don't even feel a lock hole on the cell door.
Wow.
oh, well, there goes all our plans.
Indeed.
Huh? Why are you the one saying indeed?
Because that statement holds true for me as well. This is where the script ends.
What? But that's a terrible ending!
Generally speaking.
Generally speaking,
Exactly.
this should be the point where the scriptwriter gives the players some kind of hint, or gives the GM some kind of code for how to move forward.
Huh.
I mean, maybe they just really wanted us to be immersed in the feeling of being in prison.
Like they only showed us the
they'll
way
only
out since
show us
we've
the way out
grown
once
truly
we've
and
done.
utterly desperate.
If only there were desserts and tea in real prison. Oh, wait, guess it's
What's up,
how the
Jazzy?
Fortress of Meripede works if you're lucky.
Hey, have a safe flight.
Oh, before I forget, Navia, the short sword you had with you earlier, I took a closer look, and the craftsmanship doesn't appear to resemble anything from this era.
If I remember correctly, the
If I
style
remember
was
correctly,
last
that
in
style
vogue.
was last in vogue several hundred years ago.
Is that how you use it? That's why it's called Vogue? It was style last in vogue several... Whoa! Now I know why it's called Vogue! Oh, that's interesting. I thought Vogue was just some random word. You know, sometimes they just have random names. Vogue is actually. Oh, that's interesting. Why is there an Australia map? This does kind of look like Australia. Is that New Zealand?
Wait, Clorinde said that sword used to belong to her master, right?
Does that mean her master's been alive all along?
The way she went about things often made her seem childish more than anything.
Hang on.
Preserving passed down to you by a master, you
heirloom
gave it to me
passed
just
down
like
to you
that.
by
You
your
weren't worried I might
Master
lose
left
it?
many things to me when she disappeared.
Huh.
I gave you the sword back then because I didn't want our friendship to end.
Oh, my heart. Oh, that's so cute.
Wait, when did this happen exactly?
After the duel between Mr. Callis and myself.
Ah, shoot. Ah, god dang it.
Before that, Clorinde would have meals with us and even stay over at the Spina some days. She was on great terms with Papa as well. After the duel, though, there was a period of time where we simply didn't know how to face each other.
She entrusted the sword to me and never came back.
We were both sad and conflicted and totally overthinking everything as a result. Whenever I looked at this sword, I couldn't help but wonder if Miss Petronia had never introduced us to each other at that picnic. Maybe part of the sadness I was feeling could have been avoided.
No. Are they gonna get Sophia? I mean, like, what is this? Hey,
Felt like I hadn't
focus
just
up,
lost a
lock
father,
in.
but a close friend.
No one can change the past. The most important thing is that you two found your way back to each other and can enjoy things like this together.
Let's lock in, Sophia.
Yeah,
We're playing D&D.
you're right.
All right, we're stuck in a dungeon. Focus. We got a task at hand.
You two. Think nothing of it.
Plop. Huh? Oh, the story. Haha. Very cool.
Looks like the next part of our script is here.
Perfect timing.
From Clarenne's face, Paimon really can't tell if it's good news or bad news.
Speaks to her professionalism. Alrighty. Let's see what it is.
Water continues to drip from the ceiling. In this lightless dungeon, you lack a
Lightless
reliable
dungeon.
way to tell how much time has passed.
Uh-oh.
Eventually, you get used to the unpleasant odor of straw, mold, and rust, and find yourselves alternating between fits of drowsiness and despair. Suddenly, you hear footsteps outside the door.
Uh-huh.
Heads up, everyone. Someone's coming.
Gather close, everyone, and keep your voice down.
Who this guy? Who this guy?
Who are you?
Whomst?
I work as a guard in these dungeons, but my true identity is the same as your own. I'm also a Marashose hunter.
Oh.
Shh. I've already sent away the other guards, but if we make too much noise...
I understand, but how can we be sure we can trust you?
The king has issued a formal decree. In light of the irrefutable proof of your crime,
You need to be executed before tomorrow's sunrise.
Tomorrow's sunrise. If you want to escape,
Uh-oh.
it has to be now.
I do want to escape.
Executed? We barely did anything!
Monsters appearing at the same location as the treasure.
Could this entire thing
entire
have been a
thing-
trap?
There will be time for speculation once we're out of here. As for my identity, I have no way to prove that to you just yet.
Unplayable? Yeah. This voice actor is supposed to be Clorinde, excuse you?
Infiltrating the capital was difficult, and finding a chance to speak with you has taken
No,
a
but
lot
this is
out
one of
me.
the,
I could go on,
like the guy from
but I think we can
earlier.
all agree that now
What's
is
his
not
name?
the time for details.
Florian guy. Whatever his name is. He's one of, like, the people of the guild, so, like, yeah.
Have you seen seen our weapons anywhere, sir?
Don't worry, I brought them with me. They're just behind the door. Still, these weapons alone won't be enough to defeat the true enemy behind the scenes. His faction is too powerful.
The guards
are
under his
all
control.
under his control. To defeat him, you must find a secret vault. It is said that within that vault, the Marashose hunters of the past left behind a treasure with the power to defeat the sorcerer.
You're not coming with us?
No, I'll remain in the dungeons to deal with the guards. I'll
Okay.
try my best to distract them so they don't go after you.
Ah, that's very
As
nice.
long as my identity is not revealed, I'll be able to aid you when the final battle comes.
In that case, please stay safe.
Thank you for your concern. I will do my utmost. As for the location of the vault,
Here is a
this
map. Thanks. Thanks, Boots. We got the map. I do not know where the hell that is.
Alright, once I open the door, remember to stick close and refrain from making any noise. I'll lead you out of here as quickly as possible. You now have the
Alrighty.
chance to restore the honor and legacy of the Marashose hunters. So please, get out there and reclaim what's ours.
Yeah.
With the help of the guard, you successfully escape the dungeons.
Alright, so we're out of there.
Wait, we didn't get to use our skills at all while we were in prison. Who knows when we're gonna get the chance to use that cool summon spell?
Oh, it's literally right here. Okay, great. Let me just, yeah, I don't need TP. Let me just walk over
That
there
is a
with the
pity,
power of
But
Jesus.
we can only continue to move forward.
Haha. To be honest, I didn't need to use it at all. I just could have walked over myself, but... yeah, right here. Nice.
This should be the place marked on the map.
This bit of rock certainly looks suspicious.
Well, I'd say an investigation's in order then.
Plus.
If all else fails, we can just blow it up.
Navi, you could blow it up, but we can't blow it up as the characters.
Wow, you really meant that.
Oh, you merely meant
Before
that.
you lies a serene stretch of open water.
Its surface shimmering in a
Its
brilliant
surface shimmering
shade of
a
sapphire blue.
Well, guess this.
Oh, we gotta swim in the huh? Okay. Here we go. Blub blub, we are under the water. Okay. Very nice. Yeah. This is the way. Pa. Like a majestic dolphin.
What's the matter?
It's nothing.
Welcome, weary traveler from afar.
Emily, thank you so much. Or Emma Leg, maybe. Emma, maybe. Let me know which one was right. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in.
As you step into the cave, you find yourself in an eerily quiet space.
Before you lies a narrow passageway.
That appears to trail off endlessly into the distance.
Okay. One day, chat, I want to have somebody create a campaign that revolves within Genshin, but like not us as Genshin characters. I think that'd be interesting. Like we're like average citizens going on a quest, and then we meet up with like, you know, key characters. I think that'd be fun. Okay.
Wow, this must be.
But this door is blocking our way in.
What have we got down here?
A mechanism connecting to the door.
That's something Master mentioned before.
Is something wrong, Clorinde?
Yeah, who's the one who wrote this again?
After a long, difficult journey, you finally arrive at the location indicated by your map.
It appears to be an ancient
Appears
site
to be your
where
surroundings
treasure
are-
awaits.
That is
Aha, I do
kinda
love
bad for
booty.
disturbing this place.
We're doing this for the sake of the people, to free them from the evil sorcerer.
I'd say it's time for this treasure.
To once
again
Then he's
see
right.
the day of
We
light.
need the next part of the story.
Yes, that should be fine. Something feels off about all this. Guess I'll just have to improvise.
I love this. Like, the layers to the story is very fun. Also, Robbie, this is Clorinde's story quest, and Cookie 8, they're welcome in as well, both of you. Yeah, they're telling the story within, like, the context of a D&D campaign, which is really, really fun. Okay. Need a hydro core. Ah! The heck? Oh. I got 2, and then I got 3 over here. Perfect. And then we put that core into here. Perfect.
I found something.
What'd you find?
Found
Oh.
something here too.
Oh, they're all just moving together. Okay. What's the point? What am I doing here?
Same here.
What in God's good name that just came out the bush? How do we move this one closer? Nice. Big pog. Activate. Nice. Aha. I didn't really do anything, but it's kind of cool, I guess. What are they all dancing now? Huh. Okay. Sparklies, I got you.
Something just appeared. Some kind of new mechanism, maybe?
By solving the puzzles, you prove yourselves worthy of inheriting the secrets of the past.
Oh, it has a sigil too.
At the end of each puzzle, you're rewarded with
With?
a key.
A portion of a key.
Oh, it must be the key to the big door.
I see.
This is
It's one of the
one
Marshall House keys that's passed down through generation to generation. It looks like one of my masters passed down to me.
4 keys in total are required to form the final, complete key. Huh? You hear a few strange noises. Suddenly, all the torches in the ruin go out at once.
What's going on? Did we...
For the sake
Another
of immersion,
trap!
Please close your eyes, everyone. Without the torches, the space is now completely dark, and you cannot see anything.
Uh-oh.
But Paimon can still see a little bit over here.
Don't break the immersion, Paimon!
Oh, right. Sorry.
Suddenly, you hear...
There's someone else.
I've been discovered then.
Wait, that voice, it's...
You recognize the voice as belonging to the guard who led you to this place.
It appears he now
appears
covets
he
the
now
treasure for
covets the
himself.
treasure for himself, and has come to stake his claim.
What the heck?
Oh, so this is just part of the script. Well, if we can't see anything, that means we can't fight to the fullest of our abilities. Should we retreat for now?
Judging by the way he's holding his sword, he must be a real Marashose hunter.
But this isn't part of the
This isn't part
script.
of the script.
Retreat. That's not the hunter way. If it's
Uh-huh.
dark for us, then it's dark for him. We choose to fight.
Yeah, with our eyes closed, where we could just open our eyes and fight. It's fine. It's
Your
fine.
choice is noted. Please keep your eyes closed until I tell you the torches have been relit. This battle will be in the dark.
Oh, crap. All right, we... Honestly, I wish I had insight.
You got it.
Well then, let us begin.
I'm gonna low roll like a MFer, bro. Oh, God. All right, you know what time it is, chat. 2K with 100 Elements of Mastery, which is very inconsequential because we have nothing to react with. Absolution with C3 artifacts Noblesse Oblige. Classic. 76, 160 over 135 energy recharge, which is actually pretty decent. And 8s across the board.
Hunt them down.
I'd like to try to hit him with my sword.
Yeah, I hit him with my sword
strike is successful.
and my gun.
Is he still standing? Goodness,
No, I just obliterated him.
Is it over? Can we open our eyes now?
The enemy is strong and relentless, but the battle is nearing its end. The torches have not been relit.
What about now?
Mom, are we
Final
there
strike.
yet?
Oh, well, did we get him?
Why isn't she answering?
Clorinde?
Warm fire flickers across the walls once more. Your vision is now clear.
Oh, look at this
An
guy.
impressive display of courage. The four of you successfully defeat the uninvited guest.
Yeah, I high rolled for sure. On God. Alright.
Look in his
That's on my
eyes.
mama.
It's like he became an entirely different person as soon as I defeated him.
Huh? Mr. Florian? Oh, wait. We're supposed to be role-playing. I should stay in character. Speak your name, guard. Why did you lead us here just to betray us?
Yeah, that's right.
Is this treasure really more important to you than bringing peace to the kingdom?
What kingdom? What peace? Those were nothing but lies.
Are you sure, Florian? You good, man?
I, Florian, am a true Marashose hunter, descended from hunters of ages past.
Yeah, but we're also Marshete hunters. Alright, chat.
So he's also using his real name. Or, wait, was that the name of his character from the very beginning?
Then I'm even more confused.
You're truly a
If
Marshete
you
hunter.
truly are a
Shouldn't you want to help
Marashose
us?
hunter,
What do you know? In this day and age, there's no glory to be had as a Marashose hunter.
See a pew.
Like a Noobnator!
What's that supposed to mean?
Hey, yeah, what you mean by that?
My skills were passed down to me by my father. We lived a life of obscurity in the remote wilderness.
Okay.
Still, he devoted everything he had to being a Marashose hunter.
Sure.
What did he get in return?
A life of poverty and pain.
Of poverty and pain. In a world that forgot all about him. When he died, not a single person came to mourn his passing.
Hey, who are you pointing at? If you're pointing at a single person.
The Marashose hunters were the ones who saved this city. We're heroes.
We're heroes.
We deserved more recognition and respect than this.
Oh, Florian.
Is he talking about how no one in the capital seems to remember the hunters and their legacy?
I didn't expect the script to contain this level of social criticism. I wonder, chat. There are just some jobs that don't have the glitz and the glamour.
So that's why you want to take the treasure for yourself?
You feel like you're owed fame and wealth.
if you already knew where the treasure was located, why didn't you just come down here and take it?
Because I still needed the final key.
Only a true Marashose hunter is capable of passing through this final door.
Correcto. We needed a fourth piece of the key.
As someone who sought to hurt others for his own gain, Florian lost that right long ago.
Okay, but what is this treasure anyway?
We
We've
got all the
keys, right?
keys.
So can we just go in and take a look?
You're sure you want to go in?
We've been
Hey,
talking
fuck
about
it, we
it for so long.
ball.
Of course we want to see what's inside.
And we've already defeated Florian, right? So he won't try to take it from us anymore.
Hey, you know what, chat? This some Kung Fu Panda. You know, it's like when we get the dragon scroll and we open up and there's nothing inside and it's just like a little mirror thing. It's like you had the power all along. You didn't need anything. It was you all along.
Watch yourself.
Then let's open the door together.
All right. Your choice of action is confirmed.
Clorinde takes out the keys and walks to the heavy door. Without anyone noticing, she takes out her own key and joins it with the others to form the final required shape. Alright, nice.
Before you, the door to the treasure, sealed and undisturbed for more than 100 years. You hear the shrill wail of the door hinge as it rotates for the first time after years of disuse. Almost like a sleeping giant letting out an extended yawn. You get the impression that the secrets buried behind this door might be just as heavy as the sound you just heard.
I see 3 crystal flies, but I mean, whatever you see, you know.
It's open! Come on, let's go in! Paimon wants to see what's inside!
Ooh, me too!
Wow, I didn't know we were so excited.
Ugh, uncovering hidden treasure is the most exciting part of adventuring. What do we have here?
A stone tablet? And some shabby weapons?
Huh.
You call this a treasure vault? Looks more like an abandoned warehouse!
Yeah, like an IKEA that's abandoned. Well, I really didn't have anything. I was trying to cook there, but I just didn't have anything, chat.
Didn't think the troop ran out of budget at the end?
They provided a super immersive experience at the beginning only to drop the ball at the most important part?
They could have at least filled the place with the cardboard or more or something.
I get it now. Paimon, this is the real Marashose Hunter treasure.
Huh?
This is it? The Marashose Hunter treasure is just
I told you, chat.
a stone slab and some broken swords?
I told you, chat. It's Kung Fu
refuse
Panda.
to believe it.
We're the Marashose Hunter treasure. Oh, we're the Dragon Warrior, bro. Oh my God. We're the Dragon Warrior. It was within us the entire time. Oh damn, he's Kuming.
Whoa, are you okay?
The Marashose hunter before you appears to suffer a serious mental breakdown. He needs to leave the room for a moment to collect
Hi, Cal.
himself.
Welcome in.
One of you seems to understand the significance of the treasure already. If the rest of you wish to follow suit,
You may
may
remain here in the
remain
meantime
here
and explore the surroundings. Alrighty. Very cute. Let me also get my crystal flies real quick. Yoink. I didn't get it. Oh god, they all left me. Oh god. Oh god. It all went wrong. It's fine. What are those bows called, chat? Hold up. I have them. What are these called? The Sharpshooter's Oath. The superior bow once belonged to a master archer. However, it gives off a strong scent, thus making it unsuitable for hunting. Damn, it's kind of stinky, I guess. Unfortunate. Observe the stone tablets. A stone tablet that stands there quietly. A few people's names and deeds have been inscribed upon it.
Walter.
Walter White?
The nick.
What is the treasure supposed to be?
Wait. Oh, I'm still Clorinde. I was about to say, I was like, how am I Clorinde? But then also Traveler's still here. Never mind.
The names on the tablet.
Walter White.
Old and broken.
Tuck to Florence at a distance. All right.
So, how are you doing? Feeling any better?
What just happened?
Do you remember how you got here?
Or what happened to your
what
body?
happened to your body just now?
I remember now. I brought you here because I wanted to...
Huh?
The explosives in the cave!
Oh no!
You mean these?
How did you...
I could tell something was off the moment I stepped into this cave, so I kept an eye out. I've already dismantled the whole thing.
Quite useful. Thank you, Clorinde.
So the strongest champion duelist in all of Fontaine saved the day once again. Guess I shouldn't be surprised.
It would seem your skills as a hunter are sharp
I deserve
as
some
ever.
answers, don't you think? Tell me why you wanted to lure me here. Everything you said earlier sounded like the truth.
Luckily, your monologue was dramatic enough to convince my
Luckily,
friends you were just role-playing.
I don't know. I just always felt like there was something in my heart that didn't belong to me. Something agitated and angry. Who knows? Maybe it was my own anger all along. I could never really tell. The feelings about my father and the other Marchose hunters are real. It just wasn't fair. I was angry, bitter that no one remembered them or praised their accomplishments.
Ah. Trying to seek validation, chat. Right?
I don't know when it started, but at some point, my anger came to completely consume me. At that point, I remembered the legend my father used to tell me. The one about the treasure.
But if the treasure was all you cared about, why plant all those explosives?
When they just destroyed the treasure and buried you along with it.
I can't remember. My head is a mess. It felt like there was this voice telling me to eliminate the hunters, but now it's gone.
Who?
From your description, I suspect you were dealing with a Devorator.
Oh?
Devorator?
Oh, your master, your father, I mean, never talked about
This
it?
is the kind of monster that was
Was it
active
kind
several
of
years
No,
ago.
I've heard of it. Wait, it can't be. The seal.
The seal?
My family
Has served the
served
Marchose
as
hunters.
Marchose hunters
At the
for
time of
many
Swordmanship weren't the only things
generations.
passed down. There was a seal as
My father
well.
instructed me to always watch over that seal and maintain it regularly.
Oh.
He said it had been passed down over a truly ancient age.
And protecting it was our clan's most
but
important duty.
I neglected that duty after he died. I finally decided to come down and check on it one day. And that's where my memories become fuzzy.
Oh man, he didn't take care of the seal and then he let the devourer guy come out.
The Devorator would be a formidable adversary for any mortal being, even ones as capable as the Hunters. If you lacked the power to completely destroy it,
Could easily fall
you could
prey to its
easily
influence
fall
and
prey to
corruption.
its
In light of this,
influence
some
and
Marchose
corruption.
hunters chose to seal the
In light of this,
Devorator
some
away in hopes that
Marchose
permanent
hunters
solutions
chose
would
to
come
seal
I heard it has
over
the power
passage
to
of time.
amplify the obsessions and desires in people's hearts.
Oh.
To the point where they overtake you entirely.
Yeah, that's why it was Kumin, chat.
It would seem I'm not just lacking in skill with a blade, but in mental
You know,
fortitude
just
as well.
you know, amplifying his obsession and desires, you know?
and yet, you were able to retrieve 3 of the 4 keys.
If I remember correctly, each
If
was
I
entrusted to a
remember
respected
correctly,
capable hunter. How did you manage
One of
that?
them belonged to my father.
It's like I
The second
stole,
I
and the
stole from a
third
different hunter.
is one that snatched from a person while on the way home from the tavern.
I know just how strong you are.
It's clear as day to everyone in Fontaine.
The only way I could think to obtain that last key was to lure you here using your hobby, and then
Oh. It wanted me to
I get it
bury you
now.
here alongside the treasure.
I won't comment on anything else.
well, I did pour my heart and soul into it. The stories my father used to tell me about the glory of the heroic Marchose hunters.
It's more than just a story.
Exactly.
You're proud to be a hunter. You're still holding onto that part of yourself, no matter how small.
I have done so many despicable things. I have nothing to be proud of.
Then explain the purpose of the evil sorcerer in your story. Isn't he the true antagonist?
The one who sought nothing
The one
but his
who
own
sought
gain
nothing
to use
but
the
his own
person,
gain,
use the
and
people as pawns to attain it. Huh.
In your heart of hearts, he was the one you truly wanted to defeat.
Right.
But I've already taken my sword. I no longer have any right to...
Sorry, you tainted your sword? Hey man, you gotta clean it, bro. Come on now. That's disgusting. Bro, you... Some people, chat. Alright? Just, you know, use some soap and get in there. You know what I mean? Or if not, see a doctor. Alright?
Wake up, Florian. Remember how you introduced yourself earlier.
That's right.
Do you really think the hunters acted out of a desire for honor and glory? Or to be loved and acknowledged by the people?
Exactly.
What did your father teach you about our order?
It's not about the fame. It's about to protect.
You do not wield your sword for yourself,
Exactly.
but to protect those you serve. There's nothing special about a blade.
But also, don't
the
go
intentions
around
of the
waving your
wielder
tainted
that
blade,
matter
okay?
above all else.
That's gross, alright? I need to stop with the map. I need to stop with that. That's disgusting. Alright, I gotta stop with that. Sorry, chat.
Do you still not understand? Even after seeing the treasure for yourself? The contents of that room, they represent the true legacy the hunters left behind.
That's right.
You're right. I am a Marashose hunter.
It's time for
It's
me to
time
redeem.
for me to
or
redeem. No,
to serve
to
the people.
finally serve the people I vowed to protect all along.
That's right.
I wouldn't be so quick to push aside the need for redemption.
I know. That's a charge I won't bother to defend myself against.
Good. Then, come with me, and help me see the script through to the end.
All right.
See the script through to the end? But there's no more script left.
Never finished it, huh?
No, I mean, I wrote the script with the sole purpose of luring you all here.
There's no reason to write
There was
beyond
no
the
reason
point.
to write beyond this point.
Then we'll just have to keep writing it. The evil sorcerer still needs to be defeated.
That's right.
You mean the Devorator?
Are you saying I have to make up the rest of the script as we go
really
along?
so hard? You've already written most of it. Surely you can write an ending where the hunters win and justice prevails.
You aren't afraid your party will fall into danger?
I mean, like, we got Hyper Bloom. Or sorry, no. Our team has Burgeon. Right? We got Burgeon, we got Navia, we got Crystallize. We're good. We're good, man.
I know what my friends are capable of.
Then, are you going to tell them the truth about all this?
I don't intend to spoil the fun.
Protecting dreams and
Sometimes
fantasies is more
protecting
important than
dreams
exposing
and
the truth. Very cute, very cute. Yippee!
They're back!
No, my crystal flies! No!
That took a while.
Not my crystal flies.
Ahem! My fellow Marashose hunters, please forgive me, for I have sinned.
He's tainted his sword, man.
Tone it down.
Sorry. After crossing swords with you and witnessing your courage in battle, I've rediscovered my true self and regained my pride as a Marashose hunter.
Yeah? Crossing tainted swords? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, do I smell a redemption arc?
I confess, I was brainwashed by the evil sorcerer. He asked me to lure you here so he could bury you in this cave.
That little... Wait, you're saying all of that wasn't you, but the evil sorcerer?
Yes, the evil sorcerer.
That's right. He's adept at manipulating the hearts and minds of the people. I fell under his influence because I did not possess a strong enough sense of will.
And how are you going to prove that you're a changed man? We're not going to
That's
fall for the same
right.
trap twice.
To be perfectly honest, I only came to my senses after seeing the treasure.
It reminded me of my
It
father's
reminded me
past
of
teachings.
The treasure was actually...
The names of all the Marashose hunters from ages past and their weapons?
Wait, you already know?
Of course. Don't underestimate a veteran role player's exploration skills.
That's right,
Wait,
role players.
I mean, Marashose hunter Navia's exploration skills.
Cosplayers and role players. That's right, LARPers. Mm-hmm. Never,
We just finished reading through the content of the stone tablet.
That tablet recorded the lives of some fascinating people. For example, this Marashose hunter called Est.
Est.
She inherited the responsibilities of the Golden Hunter and passed judgment on many people. But in private, she had a very easygoing personality. Her favorite pastime was singing and dance.
So, she was just like you.
Oh, you really think so?
Well, when you put it that way, I suppose I also have a few things in common with this Walter. Working as an executioner, he supposedly used a countless number of tricks to confound his enemies in battle.
If only I could.
Only I could have seen the feats of magic he pulled off back then.
Their lives were all so exciting. You could write so many cool books about their accomplishments. How could they have all been forgotten?
Because they chose to be.
They chose to be.
To hunt monsters that only appear in the shadows, you must also operate in the dark.
To be a Marshall hunter is to willingly give up on wealth and
The stone
fame.
tablet must have been left behind by their companions.
Exactly, as a memento, right? Of recognition to themselves.
That's right. Few Marshose hunters ever revealed their identity to the public.
They always protected the city
from the shadows. The only time they spoke of their accomplishments would be at night, when
they gathered
with their fellow hunters in front of the
hunters.
bonfire to share stories of the monsters slain by their hand.
So, this tablet was created not so that the hunters would be remembered by the people, but so that they would be remembered by each other.
No wonder this place was so well hidden.
You regard the stone tablet in solemn silence. The names of your comrades etched onto its surface serve as a reminder that you are never truly alone. The tablet proves that, although a hunter walks a shrouded path, it is not a solitary one.
Yup.
There will always be those who walk beside you.
That's right.
A fact that remains as true today as in ages long past.
That's right. Just like Susky.
Their legacies shall continue to be passed down from generation to generation, as everlasting as the stone onto which their names are carved.
Wow.
Father, you once told me that I should seek out the treasure if I ever became lost.
I've decided to trust you, Florian.
Thank you, my friend. You are very kind. I implore you, everyone, please give me a chance to make up for all I've done.
Allow me to fight alongside you.
Fight alongside you and defeat the evil sorcerer that threatens the peace and prosperity of everyone in this kingdom.
Okay.
Sounds good to me too.
Who's the
Everyone makes mistakes.
I have no
devourer
objections,
thing?
but Mr.
When he took over my mind, I gained some insight into his thoughts.
Okay.
Every time I thought of the treasure, he reacted with a strong sense of fear.
Huh? He's afraid of the treasure?
There's nothing here except for broken weapons.
What if the secret's hidden inside these weapons?
Inside the weapons?
GM, permission to investigate.
We hit it, right? 19. What a high roll. Hey, not a nat 20 though.
At first glance, the weapons appear absolutely
I mean, technically she has a lot of,
But as you observe them,
observation
you
skills,
notice a
so
faint
she gets like a
energy
+2 on
emanating
checks,
from
right?
within.
So honestly, even though it's not nat 20, she basically gets a 20+ roll.
These blades have slain countless monsters. Though it's been a long time since they were used in battle, their edges remain sharp,
Uh-huh.
as if they're simply waiting for the next worthy hunter to carry on their legacy.
Whoa.
So basically take these with us, right?
Not the stinky bows. We just learned about them, not the stinky bows.
I'll take this weapon, since it used to belong to Est. Maybe it'll find comfort in being held by someone who appreciates the arts.
Ah, good idea. I'll take Mr. Walter's bow then. From one archer magician to another.
Paimon's gonna pick a cool weapon too!
Paimon, don't pick a weapon. You're just gonna drop it. You're gonna hurt somebody. You're gonna hurt yourself.
As you grip your weapons, you can almost feel the will of past hunters coursing through your being.
Uh-huh.
It's a feeling of courage, determination. A silent vow passed down from generation to generation that says, eradicate the monsters, no matter the cost.
And then we start glowing chat.
Mr. Florian, do you know where to find the evil sorcerer?
I was able to see his surroundings when our minds were connected. I believe he's currently hiding out at the church in the kingdom.
He's hiding out the basement in my house. Yes, a very secluded place. Wow, so devious. Josh's eyes start to glow every time he sees Clorinde. I mean, that's where Josh keeps the mods. Shush now.
We must be extremely careful.
He spent so long living amongst the monsters, now he has taken the form of one.
That he's now
Then why don't we explore some more and try to
No, we have to strike now.
That's right.
He was greatly weakened when I managed to break out of his control. If we let him rest, he might have time to escape.
I agree with Mr. Florian.
We gotta act while we have the advantage.
Yeah, now that we've got a plan, there's no point in waiting. The longer this drags on, the worse it will be for everybody.
Juice, you gotta add that for me for 7TV.
Yes, that's what's called...
taking the initiative.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Alright, you've persuaded Paimon.
Aha, I got it.
Mr. Florian, please lead the way.
Of course.
Follow me.
He had to set up so many scenes today, and now he has to join in for this last part. I really don't envy his job.
I mean, we're the first ones to play this.
Finally, you decide to slay
not
the
bad.
evil sorcerer and bring peace back to the kingdom once and for all. As you walk away,
You feel the gaze of
you
the
feel
tablet
the gaze
on
of
your
the
back.
stone tablet at your back, as if all the hunters of the past are wishing you success in the battle ahead and awaiting your triumphant return.
Tatakai! My soldiers rage! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Damn, where's your basement, bro? Oh, he lives there? Weird. Alright, buddy. Here we go. I need to reset the chat. That's why it's not showing. At least on the screen it's not. Because it shows on Twitch, right?
Finally, you arrive at the church Florian described. As you approach, an ominous aura surrounds you.
I get the sense that your enemy is close at hand.
Now, it is time for the final battle.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Florian, wait.
What's wrong?
I think you should wait outside. You've already been corrupted by the Devorator
Easy
once.
re-enter your mind.
Could easily re-enter your mind and take control of your body. I don't think it's a good idea for you to be this close. If it corrupts you again, it's possible you might take on a new form entirely.
Oh, yucky.
That's exactly why I have to go. Why I should be at the very front.
Yes, because I need to turn into the monster. What? No.
You mean...
Yes. I intend to lure it into my body.
Okay, that's not right. That's not good. That's not a... I don't like that.
Too risky.
I understand, but if I do this, you'll have a clear and visible target.
Okay, you know what okay, now I understand it. Okay.
The Devorator will have a hard time passing up a chance to enter a body it knows how to control.
You won't have to worry about any of your friends being taken over.
You're not like me, Miss Clorinde. You're a just and powerful Marashose hunter. The monster broke free due to my error. It's only right that I shoulder the responsibility for its destruction. This is... something that I have to do.
Alright, Florian.
Consider it a duel to restore my honor.
My only request is that you give it your all.
I understand. Then, as a champion duelist, I hereby accept your request for a duel, and extend to you my most sincere regards.
Yeah, sorry for the beating I'm about to serve your ass.
The battle is now upon us. Let the Devorator once again tremble under the blade of the Marashose hunters.
Yes. Under the power of your button-up shirt. Ikimasho! Cutscene, 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 cutscene. Oh, ew. Oh, it turned into a church, actually.
So lifelike.
Get him, Usher, get him! Dang! Yes, take my dull blade! Oh. Okay. Kaboom! Oh. Uh-oh.
Why is nothing working?
This foe is not invincible.
That's
You
right.
hold the treasure. The power to defeat it in your own 2 hands.
The treasure? You mean... The names! It's the Marshose Hunters' names!
How are we supposed to...
I forgot. Wait, chat, what's my name?
Paimon, there's still one skill we saved until the very end.
Hunters fight not for fame, but
That's
to aid
right.
the people whenever they are summoned.
Walter the Marashose Hunter, master of 1,000 tricks, executioner of the Phantom Hunters, I call for aid!
Oh, okay. Hey, chat, what's my name?
The Marshose Hunter.
Okay, you got S. Cool, cool, cool. For sure, for sure.
Will, Judge of the Shadow Hunters. Answer my call!
Wait, who am I? I'm just some dude with a mustache.
Petronilla, protector of justice and order. The hunter I respect the most. Thank you for saving my friend, the best one I'll ever know.
I'm gonna cry.
Please, lend us your strength.
Wait, that's baller.
We have come to answer your summons.
That's baller. She just walks up.
And so, the monsters were eradicated, and the sorcerer was defeated.
Yeah, we summon S. We summon whoever his name is, Mustache Man, and then Navi's just like, "Hey, go Clorinde, you got it." Oh, that's so good. That was so good.
Peace soon returned to the capital. Those in the court, manipulated by the sorcerer, also recognized the errors of their ways. Some remembered the names of the heroes who saved their kingdom, but others simply continued their lives none the wiser. Such is the story of the Marashose Hunters. They pursue the phantoms in the darkness and exterminate all who pose a threat. They will always protect the city and those within it, even should all memory of their accomplishments be forgotten by the very people they serve.
I am assuming we've
All
finally
right.
reached the end of the script.
Yes, you've reached one of the better endings.
It's a pretty solid story overall. I thought it was just an ordinary adventure at first, but the further we got into it, the more impressed I became with the production and the plot.
Yeah, it's crazy how we had light effects, you know, and 3D renderings of characters. And when the stone soldier swung its sword, I don't know, it felt so real to me.
That final battle especially, all the effects were super realistic.
Super duper.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, when the guy strikes Navia's umbrella, she's like, "Oh god."
That's a really good point. I never expected the weapons we picked up from that vault would have that kind of effect.
Yeah, Mine nearly scared the daylights out of me when it started glowing. I took a good look at it after we got out, but I don't think it ever lit up again. Oh, we should probably give these props back, right? I'll just leave mine here.
Did you have a good time?
Of course. Let me know if another script like this comes around.
Sure, no problem.
Then I'll head back for now. I think I need some time to fully digest everything that just happened.
Hey, Florian, you good? I guess he just returned back home. You know what I'm saying? Back to the floor. Laugh chat. That was a joke.
Once Mr. Florian is awake, please pass on my regards to him. He must be extremely exhausted to have passed out cold like that.
Yeah.
You're right. He's had a lot to deal with.
Well, see you all some other time. Toodaloo!
Toodaloos.
Okay, so, can I ask now?
I think it should be fine, yeah.
What in the world was going on back there?
Yeah, what was that? Crazy.
So you saw through all of that?
That time in the cave when you told us to close our eyes, it'd be weirder if we didn't notice anything.
Yeah.
I was dying of curiosity the entire
Pretty
time.
banging job of pretending nothing had gone
you
wrong.
did a pretty
Frina actually
bang-up
looked like she
job
thought of all of his
None
plan.
of us wanted to be the one to break the illusion.
What are you all talking about?
Paimon's none the wiser either. I was just playing along too.
Wait, don't tell me Paimon never... Oh, this is all my fault. It's not too late to cover your ears. Here, Paimon, I'll do it for you.
Bit late for that, don't you think?
You're saying everything that happened back there wasn't actually part of the script?
It's probably more accurate to say this was never a real scripted story to begin with.
What?
So loud. My head.
Was good.
Get up right now and explain yourself!
No shaking, please! Oh, my head.
Explains the truth.
Did Paimon just hear that right? It's not nice to lie to people, but Paimon's gotta admit, that was a really good story, Florian.
Yeah, it was like watching a magician improvise a spectacular magic trick after forgetting an important prop.
Yeah.
If Paimon knew something was wrong with that vault,
She would have floated.
Everything was under control.
Yeah. I mean, we literally had, an Archon or pseudo-Archon. We have a champion duelist. We're chilling.
As if you've ever
had a
described
mafia
a situation
boss.
as being out of control.
Magic Twink.
I'm
Yeah, we're
pretty
good.
sure any situation you consider to be easy to handle would scare a reasonable person half to death.
Guess I'm just used to it.
You must run into a lot of unexpected situations then.
As for you, Florian,
I know
there's
there's
no
no
excuse.
excuse for what I did.
I would say you've already suffered more than enough.
What?
Yeah, I mean, she kinda... Technically, he dueled her, right? I was playing along too. There's two meanings. First, she didn't know. The second, she knew and played along. I was so confused there. Or when it says it.
You may have been blinded by fame and fortune in the beginning.
But your actions during the
your
battle had
actions
proven
were-
to be true. That of a marshal hunter.
You'll be far more used to the city above ground than below.
Your job as
Your
a
job as
hunter
a-
is more important.
Of course, you'll still need to take the keys and pay a personal visit to the two hunters you wronged.
Prepare to accept the
Prepare to-
terms they give you as
Yes.
well.
As far as I'm concerned, though, your showing in the duel was enough to prove your honor.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'll do my best to prove myself worthy of the second chance you've given me. I swear this on my name and honor as a Marashose hunter.
That's right, Floor.
Until we meet again, everyone.
We will never meet you again. All right. What a cute quest. I love that.
Speaking of Marashose hunters, what should we do about the treasure in that cave?
Leave it be.
Are you sure?
Huh.
We could show it to people, make it so that the hunters are remembered. Don't you want that?
No. Every name on that tablet made the same choice. All hunters know what the path entails.
Exacto.
I am no exception. My identity as a Marashosei hunter is not something I need people to remember.
I wish only to be recognized as a champion duelist
That's
and nothing
certainly
more.
very different from the path of a magician.
Wait, Paimon just remembered something. If there were no special effects involved, why did our weapons begin to glow during the battle?
Because we summoned them.
That's because the Marashosei hunters of ages past would often imbue their weapons with special enchantments to suppress the monsters.
Yeah?
Whenever a monster was nearby, their weapons would start to glow.
I see, just like the demon slayers, you know, when they do the breathing techniques and then we see the water. It's the same exact thing.
Oh, so that's why they had an effect on that guy near the end.
Well, I'm sure the summons were a part of it too.
Oh? How
How so?
This particular Devorator probably hailed from the same era as the hunters we saw in the room.
Huh.
The names you recited all belonged to the bravest hunters. Countless monsters fell to their blades. That's likely why the Devorator visibly reacted when you said them out loud.
So the
Ah.
names held the power all along.
Navia, everything you said during your summon.
Okay, we're gonna Hey, yeah, so let's backtrack to what you said about the summon real quick, huh?
I meant what I said. I mean, it was true to my character, so yeah, I'm glad you heard it. Just don't make me repeat myself. It's embarrassing.
My treasured protector of justice and order. Huh? Yeah,
I
damn.
really appreciated those words.
All right. Don't get all sentimental on me. Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore. I'm going to go on ahead. Don't fall too far behind now.
All right.
I should probably head back as well. This story was truly incredible.
That's
I
right.
might have to spend the whole night telling my siblings all about it.
Yeah, Lynette's gonna give you an earful. Baka Linny.
Goodbye.
Baka Oni-chan.
Traveler, should your name and deeds be forgotten, what do you think the significance of your journey will be?
I suppose the significance would be the journey itself and the world we helped create. There's still value in the time I shared with everyone here, in the things we were able to accomplish, even if no one remembers them.
That's a dub answer, chat. That's a dub answer. Chill, why are you trying to ruin the moment, man? why are you trying to ruin the moment? Alright, they left already. We know their gauge. The significance would be the journey itself and the world we helped create, and there's still value in the time I shared, and the things we were able to accomplish, even if no one remembers them.
A great answer. I'll remember it.
What would yours be?
Me? The Marashosei hunter says nothing in response to that question. Perhaps her answer lies in her silence. An unspoken vow left to echo through the night. The path she walks needs no explanation.
Dude. The diary, or sorry, what is that? Like a Marashosei Hunter book. Yo, Thank you, Plane. Have a safe flight. Yo, I gotta sit back there for a little bit. Best story? I'm gonna be honest. Like, I really liked Arlecchino's story. You know, Navia's was quite touching, but I'll be honest. That was probably the best, just like, complete round story we've had in a very long time, man. Thank you, Lily. It was unique. It was unique, had a very, very fun angle to it, yet was still tackling, you know, a very, very deep philosophical issue, right? Of, you know, recognition, right? Worth, self-worth, right? Purpose. And a lot of those concepts like shine through the plot device, right? And the medium of the story, which was twofold, right? Which was not only just Clorinde's journey, but then our journey through the D&D campaign, which like all comes parallel to form this very, very multi-dimensional package that is the product of the story quest. And also it was really funny to have Crystal voice the NPCs. That was funny too. But wow.
A duel is a battle of wills. And the
okay, hold up. For once, I have to apologize. I'm gonna put the volume to 0 for real quick. Cause wow, chat. That was the most complete story I've experienced in Fontaine. I mean, I thought Linny's was really good. Arlecchino, it's kind of weird for Arlecchino just because, you know, you had the animated short that kind of, you know, diluted the effect of the story quest before it actually came out. And then Nouvelette's story quest was not really about him. It kind of was, right? You saw some development with Nouvelette and how he like changes his worldview through, you know, his relationships with his people and the Melusine. But now this quest takes the cake, man. I'm very impressed. Like, what a stark contrast. What a stark contrast to the Archon quest. Genuinely. What did you say about Father? I said her quest was very good, but the story quest was diluted because it was a catch-22. Because if you didn't watch the animated short, then you wouldn't really understand the weight of what was happening, but then it also spoiled the actual main plot device, who was what's her name? The small girl, the redhead girl, right? It spoiled that. But then you needed to know of her existence in order to really understand the weight of that, right? It was a very good story quest, but it was kind of a catch-22. Whereas here, it just was a really good Clairvy, thank you, Clink, thank you. But it was such a complete quest, and you could see the layers of depth, right? And we talk about depth of a story and the layers and context and what's the word I'm looking for? Brain fog, right? The parallels to the message and the story, right? And to kind of break it down, right? At the topmost level, we're on a D&D quest, right?
Welcome, weary
We're on a
traveler.
D&D quest to learn about honor and whatnot. But then within that, right, we get the very convoluted, humanistic side to pursuing, right, the life of a Marshallese hunter, which is that, as a human, we look for validation in the purpose that we pursue. And if you aren't getting that, right, there's always feelings of misguidedness, mistrust, right? There's that unease and of not really knowing truly your purpose, right? And if the purpose is worth it. But that is all encompassed within the plot device that is the I lost where we were. Where's the chat? Yeah, it's fulfilled within the plot device of the Marshallese Hunter's treasure, right? The names in which do recognize the path, and that's enough. Because the path is to protect. And it is those who have also followed the path that in which you can confide in to find validation for said purpose. Really, really deep stuff, chat. The name Silent Night was so perfect. It was... Dude, I can't remember a story quest where I've really just been that like, wow, I can see the elements and it working and weaving so well together. Chat, throughout not even just Genshin, but HSR too, I talk about this stuff and it's very, very important to me, right? What's my number one saying, chat? Storytelling is key. Execution is key. Even though you have your lore elements in Kari Bear or whatnot, there's no weight to it. Whereas here, we go through the trials and the tribulations. We see and experience, right? We experience the hardships and the darker emotions that manifest itself through the transformation of Florian, right? That was perfect. Great execution, right? Because the transformation into the golem represents the negative emotions, the jealousy, the desire, right? To find validity. And then through the powers and the treasure, right? We're able to see that triumph, those emotions and that stuff. So layers deep, right? Not even from just a storytelling perspective, but from a conceptual philosophical perspective, right? Very, very deep. Great storytelling. Wow, dude. Bro, dude, claps, chat. Hey, let's get some claps up in chat. I thought, obviously the voice acting of Clorinde's very, very fun. Farina, Linny, and Navia were great, co-casts to that story. Right. I think the overall cast was just very well, just like the detail and not even only just like knowing which characters to bring along in this quest, right? But in order to weave all those things together to enhance the story, right? Because that's important. You could have brought any character along, right? So that was great. Kirara's left paw. Wait, who is this dude? I love how you're describing it. Thanks, Leah. And that stuff is really important to me, to be able to kind of translate and vocalize that stuff in order for you guys to kind of understand that more, because you guys felt those emotions. You guys kind of understand the essence of it, but to be able to vocalize it and really dissect that's a that level higher, right, of appreciation for that. So, great stuff, man. Great stuff. Honestly, this was the quest. This was the shining point of 4.7. I'm very, very glad that we were able to play it today, everybody. So before we step away, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. This is our little outro. All right, this is our little outro. Everybody say goodbye to YouTube now. Everybody, before we go, make sure you're subscribed. Thank you so much for joining us for the Clorinde story quest of 4.7. Honestly, this was the best, the nice little icing on the cake of 4.7 content. I'm very, very full with the metaphorical food that we were, served today by our champion duelists. And man, I wouldn't have it any other way. That was just a banger quest. 11 out of 10. I can't remember when I was, that invested, as well as, as well as that emotionally stimulated from a quest in a very, very long time. So great execution and great storytelling. So that being said, make sure you guys check out our stream Thursday, June 13th. We're going to be polling, building, and getting to learn the voice actor behind the voice of Clorinde. Be a very, very special Resinless Behavior episode. So we'll see you guys then. But make sure you guys check out our other YouTube videos, and we'll see you in the flip side. My name's Josh, and we'll see you next time. Bow, 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 bow.